Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. So today we are going to be going over the Frostmage in that, yeah, we got a lot of things to go do with it. Gotta go do the quest line, that doesn't take long. Then we gotta do all the battles, that's gonna take a while. And then we gotta go level the Frostmage, so we got all that to do. So let it begin, because I haven't even started yet, but it seems to be an okay hero class. Of course, we'll be able to actually experiment around with it a bit more. We'll be covering it in depth in a video probably tomorrow, most likely. But anyways, let's go over to questline. Go and get these 4 little quick battles down, and go from there. It strikes me you are somewhat uncultured in the ways of magic. Oh my. You have had no formal training. Perhaps it is time for what? For me to teach you, of course, frost magic. Let us begin. One moment. No interruptions now. Be quiet and pay attention. Very well. And just the 4 battles. Easy enough. Not that team. Actually, no. Did I not have a Sunbird team? There it is. Brown Explorer. That'll work. That will be perfectly fine. Also, hello everyone. Hello, Paul. Hello, Mr. Jesse. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Danny. Hello, Watcher. Hello, Michael. Hello, JZG. Hello, Assassin. Hello, Michael. Hello, PlayerDaniels. Hello, Elite. Hello, Ellen. Hello, Motown. Hello, Zeddicus. And that's everyone. And hello, everyone else. Let's see. What else? There is currently no way to really defeat the level 500 faction for All Seeing Eye, nor for the Hall of Guardians. It is near impossible to do either of those two. Even if you go with many attempts, it'll be near impossible. The only faction that can possibly be maxed at the moment is the Crypt. And the main reason for that is you could just spam 4 of the legendary, and each one of those has a chance to instant kill the enemy, which with enough luck will eventually win. But that is the only faction that can currently realistically be done. The other ones, you would need so many stats that it would be absurd to bother going for them. Best you can really do on most of those other ones are just go to like 250 or something like that. Yeah, it has half mana start and the explode, just like what Titan has. The Frostmage. It also has Frost Tree, or the Water Tree, which ends up giving it a first turn freeze. On top of the fact that it also has other freeze options. It's a pretty decent hero class. Not better than Titan, but it's pretty high up there. At what level Delve do you get the pet? 1000. As far as the actual level, it depends on other factors, but I believe it's around 380, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a little bit further than that. No, actually, I think it's more like 400 or so, 410. It depends how far you want with the pure Delve team as to when. Because whatever points you have from that is one less level you need to do. So if you went up to level 100 with pure Delve team, you'd only need to go up to, I think, 450 or so in order to get the pet. And so on and so forth if you kept going higher with it. But it really just depends on that factor. How far you got with the faction team. If you didn't use the faction team at all ever, you'd have to get the faction all the way to 500 before you even get the faction pet. Okay, we'll throw a firebomb down, and that should be that. He'll say some dialogue, and then we'll get Frostmage. What does he have to say? I must say, you surprised me. How so? You're not as doltish as you appear. I actually have no clue what that word means. Thanks? And apparently nor does he. Thanks indeed. It's a rare compliment I give. So I see. You are now a fully fledged Frostmage. Well, that was easy. Cool. Why did you have to say cool? They just had to put that joke in. They did this entire hero class just to give that joke. Oh, hold up. 9-star. I didn't even realize we had enough troops for that. Do we have 10-star? Is 10-star possible? Wasn't even paying. No, only 9-star. But sweet, we got 9-star. I wasn't even really paying much attention to that happening. What do we get? We get triple tribute. That's pretty nice too. Next would be the stat. But still, more tribute is very nice. Higher amount of gems per hour. But there we go. Okay, we got Frostmage now. Let's go use Frostmage. I will be using Frostmage off today and all of tomorrow up until later tomorrow. We actually won't be doing any delves today because I'm going to be delve delaying each one of them. Actually, we could probably do that now. You basically just go and use your delve on each of the factions and then just you do it the following day. Which PvP team is currently the best one? Still Moneylender one? Yeah, I would say mainly Alchemist Moneylender teams are still pretty high up there. I personally like using them. Other than that, I've mainly been doing casual PvP as of recently, just with gold farming teams, just because greed has been so effective with it. So why is this taking so long to load? Let's see. What are you using for the event? I actually don't know yet. We're about to figure that out in a couple moments as soon as it loads. Also, thank you for the definition, Ellen. Hello, Blade Song, and hello, Mashi. Waiting to see what team you're going to use. Actually, I don't even really know. It's probably going to be Borealis first slot. It's probably going to use Skady because we need the blue. It's obviously going to use Hero with something. Maybe Dawnbringer or Mang. Depends which way we go. Oh, no wonder why it's taking so long. We're trying to get into the troop menu right now. The dreaded take 1 hour to get into troop menu. No, it doesn't take that long. But it sure feels like it sometimes. That's for sure. Hello, Frag Hunter. Welcome. Hello, Michael again. Oh, never mind. I already said hi. I literally said that when saying hi. Hello, Zero. And which money generating team is best? It's Greed, Bronzelock Pistol, Cedric Sparkle Sack, and the 4th troop is either a 2nd Cedric Sparkle Sack or whatever the event troop is for the week, assuming it's usable in PvP that week. Seriously, what's up with this? Load. Load game, load. I almost feel like force Xing it and then just restarting it or something at this point. Game? I went into the troop menu earlier. Why are you taking so long now? We did like 4 battles. Normally we'd only do this if we did it for like ages. Like I might just restart the game. It might be quicker at this point to do that. So let me try force Xing game. Now that's also going to take a while. And then we'll just restart it. Hate when it does this. Close the program. Cancel. And it should close now. Okay. There we go. Anyways. Let's restart it. But yeah, how have all of you guys been? Hope everything's been well. Frostmage with class weapon, Azura, Penguin. Oh! I didn't think about the Penguin thing. I guess we could get away with that. Oh, wait, never mind. Penguin's not from that kingdom. You were mentioning just a different team. Then I saw Azura. I was like, oh, wait, never mind. But, the main thing I'm planning on using the Frostmage for is probably just for Guild Wars, actually. Using it on Guild War Defend days that don't normally have a natural freeze, and using it as our freeze option for those days is most likely the only thing I'll really be using it for a lot. But we'll see. Anyways, let's go and, first things first. Let's go over to troop menu, like we were. I came here for one specific purpose, and now I completely forgot because it took so long to load. Let me see. Oh yeah, I was going to set Frostmage Hero class. Why am I going in there? I am so not used to it being in the top left corner. But let's go change the Frostmage. I guess we technically could have done that from the menu too, but oh well. Level 1 Frostmage. Let's go get it leveled now in every single way. We'll go in through 4,100. Go get that maxed. Go and check the other little areas. That gives us all the magic and everything. This will just go fully trait. 25% chance to freeze a random enemy when an ally casts a spell. That's not what I thought it would be earlier, unless they changed it. Thought it was going to be when the enemy does it, but since it's an ally, that's only going to be really good with loop teams. And as far as trees, the tree path will be snap freeze, then immune to freeze, most likely. Let's see. 20% spell reduction or the extra damage, depending on the team. 50% mana start. This one would also depend on what you're using. Either the +4 magic for an artifact or submerge a random ally on 4x, 5x. Here we'd go for the explosion. And on the final one, we'd probably go with the elementals one, but it probably depends on what team we're using. Though more often than not, the elemental one would have the best benefit. There's also a lot of elementals in this kingdom if we were to go and synergize that way. Personally, I don't feel like it's worth going to level 100 though. You wouldn't really get excessively good value. Definitely worth going to 70. It has 3 different mana generating options, all 3 of which are good. But, yep, seems like it has all the main components. And the fact that it has a mass freeze on any Guild War day is pretty nice. Anyways, let's go and go get it leveled. By getting it leveled, I mean like power level it immediately to very, very high level, at least enough to get the event done. But I guess we'll go for now. How far should we go? I'll definitely get that. Throw it down again. Let's just get tier 3 for now, because I believe that's enough to make all of the things. And then if we still feel like going further, we can keep going further. So that gets us to level 11. Of course, we're going to gain XP while we're doing this. I guess I should have used Titan for while we were doing this, but oh well. I'm pretty sure most of the XP we're going to be gaining, I'll be gaining outside of this game mode. But anyways, let's go figure out what our team is. This is all we have to choose from. I'll probably bring a Skady because we need summon. Let's see. What on earth do we run? That's not that many options at all. We'll probably bring Snow Guardian just because we need it to cover more colors. And then we bring oh yeah, I forgot. We can't use, it's a Fae, isn't it? We can't use Borealis. That's annoying. That also means it gets a nice bonus from stuff in this kingdom, since most of them are Fae, but that's still going to be kind of hard to mess around with. We could go either Mang first slot, which is probably the best idea, though we'll start with Dawnbringer. And what does that make our other one then? We don't really have another good option. I guess maybe a Winter Knight tank, but if we're already going Dawnbringer or Mang, that doesn't matter. Frost Archer is useless. Queen Mab would freeze more, but not really needed. I would put a second Skady if we owned a second Skady. Actually, it wouldn't be too bad. I guess we just kind of put a Queen Mab in there then. And put it in front of the other one so we can keep summoning more Queen Mabs. But that might be too much Queen Mabs. Maybe we double up on the Snow Guardian instead. In case one of those two go down. I think that's how we're going to do it then. And then we just put Dawnbringer or Mang in first slot. I think we'll start with Dawnbringer, then switch to Mang. And just roll like that. Maybe even put it behind the other guy. And just do it like that. And have the team as that. Snow Guardian, Dawnbringer, or Mang in first slot. Snow Guardian and Skady. And if you don't have Skady, you could replace it with Queen Mab. And it would still cover every color. Assuming you're using Dawnbringer. Let's go with that. Should be fine. What on earth do we do for color? I kind of want to go heavy on this. Don't you only get blues if you get a kill, though? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Which is rarely going to happen. Maybe we don't even bother using him then. I forgot. It's only on kill. I thought it was every cast. But nope, only when he gets a kill. I'll use it for now. We definitely need at least one, obviously. It's the first slot that we could probably replace with, like, Winter Knight or something. He then blocks our blues, but it'd still be fine, most likely. It'd be a really good tank as well. You know what? Let's actually just do that initially. Might as well. Or, you know what? We'll keep the Snow Guardians for now, but then we'll replace it with Winter Knight. Same as how we're going to replace with Mang. But we get a lot of magic, too. 6 magic. That is pretty decent amount. That could be even higher, too, once we get the pets upgraded a bit more. All right, never mind. No, that's as high as they can go. I forgot. It rounds it up for whatever reason when you hit 2.75 on it. Anyways, well, I guess we go... What's the minus purple banner? Is there any way we can get a lot of blue and red off of that? I don't think there was any minus purples that do that. I guess it kind of doesn't matter what we give mana to, though. Red and brown. I might just go like a standard double mana, just for the initial ones, and then switch it. Oh, whoa, what is that? There you go. There was also a gigantic spider in my room the other day, or actually last night. I was like ridiculously paranoid because it looked gigantic and red. It was the largest spider I ever seen, and I didn't kill it. It scared me too much, and then it's now hiding somewhere. I have no clue where it is now, but hopefully nowhere's near me or in this house. But it was like this large, somewhere's around there. Something way too large for a spider to be. Any size spider is way too large a spider, but that one was definitely way too large. What do we need? Go take that over. Go take that, get a Dawnbringer, go from there. Oh yeah, I didn't double check the class weapon. What was the class weapon? Let me double check. Is there an easy way to do that? Actually, we could just see it right here. Orb of Winter. Deal 26 damage to all enemies. Already sounds pretty good. Gain 5 bonus damage for every frozen... Oh, wow. That's a lot of damage. That is potentially... wow. That's potentially 47 damage then. Oh, and it's an artifact. Oh, wow. That's a good weapon. Too bad it only uses the blue color. Oh, I didn't set my perks yet. We got a bunch of leveling and I didn't even bother setting perks for it. We're probably going to get the weapon naturally, though, just by spamming Explore. I still need to do the event objective, so we're going to get a lot of kills in automatically. But anyways, let's keep going with this. Let me go give the perks. We're currently running with literally none. Should probably go get some. Snap Freeze. Immune to Freeze. And while we don't have that many, I think it'll be more useful to have the extra bit of magic to our yellows. And there we go, we'll run with that. It's going to do almost nothing, it's just for Dawnbringer and Skady, but still, 1 damage is more than 0 damage. Got Raven. Okay, that'll be next, or first, I should say. Okay, we'll take the blue over. Take the red over. Yep, that's not good. What do we need to move around? We'll take another red over. Grab a... blue down. Get a Dawnbringer. Kill everything out. And already dead. Easy enough. Also, do we even need freeze for anything? I think the first battle all the way to the right was freeze with a Skady. I mean, with a Queen Mab. Actually, that's another thing with these battles. We don't actually ever have to face a mythic. Highest rarity to ever have are legends. A lot of the game modes are like that, though. I feel like Explorer is like one of the only few locations where the AI actually has mythics. And normally in that game mode, they're so weak that it doesn't even matter that they're mythic. Oh, so hello, Markson. Welcome. Just going back in chat, making sure I didn't miss anything. But if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Obviously, the main thing we'll be doing is everything Frostmage related. And right now, we're just trying to get through the event. And then we're going to be power leveling it. And then we're going to keep power leveling it, mess around with the weapon until we get that naturally without spending gems. And go from there. I think we might be able to get that this stream. Not fully certain. We'll definitely have it for tonight's stream. And be messing around with it on tonight's stream. Because if nothing else... we don't have as much to do because we don't have delves tonight. The reason we don't have delves tonight is we're going to be, since we're using Frostmage today and tomorrow morning, I won't have any battles to go do. So I'd want to delay them so that we can go use Titan later. So all we have to do is start each one of these. So we'll go to that. Do this, click the next one, and just do that for each delve. And that also means we get to... Oh, wait. What? Hold up. Did I not click it? Did we already have one started? Wait. We have one there. We have one there. Okay, I'm confused now. Did it, like, glitch out and not use one of our maps? That's strange. And we'll give this an attempt. And apparently... Oh, we can run this as many times as we want. So I guess we'll have to run one of those. But seriously, did we just do a glitch where it didn't use one of our maps? Or did we already have one started? Let me look back in the stream. What on earth just happened? Hold up. We had to have had one started already. We, like, clicked on it. Oh, we already had one wait, what? Why did we... Oh, wait, is there an event? Or and is carried over, maybe, or something? That's strange. I don't know why I had a White Helm started already. I mean, a Hall of Guardian, same difference. Okay, well, apparently we did. Well, it looks like we'll have to do one crypt battle later tonight and see if we can actually win. That'd be amazing if we could actually get it. It is so unlikely if we'll get it, though. It is definitely not going to happen. But we'll give it a shot. We tried it 3 times. The furthest we got was having all 4 troops on the second battle. We have yet to ever defeat the second battle, though. even with 4 troops. We just have to get really lucky and get an easy battle, like a baby dragon battle or something like that. That's the only way we're going to get past it. We have to keep all 4 of them alive on the first battle. We got to get a baby dragon battle on the second battle, where it has that dragon soul that does like 0 damage. And then we have to, well, win the final battle, which is the main one we need to get done. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. We just need to get lucky eventually. What's with all the Val Raven? There's so many Val Ravens. What was your question, Michael? Let me go backtrack. I don't see any question. Let's see where to go. There was the moneylender thing. Could you repost it? I don't see the actual question thing. I see some comments of stuff. Yep, there it is. Your guild is bracket 40 in Guild Wars. So next Guild Wars, will you go up brackets faster? I do not know for sure. They are making bracket movement changes to how it works, but I believe it's only going to be affecting very low guilds. I don't know for sure if it'll really be affecting you at all. But yes, they are making some kind of tweak to how brackets work starting next Guild War. And it'll mainly just be affecting the lower brackets. How far is considered lower brackets, we do not know. They'll probably make some kind of announcement on it, hopefully, so that we have some kind of clarity on it. But there's a chance they won't. And if they don't, then we'll have no clue. But yeah, I don't know. We won't really know until they make an announcement on it or until it happens. Even when it happens, we might not even know. But it's definitely happening next Guild War. They already mentioned that. Unless they're going to change their mind. So not next week, but the following week, it'll start changing. It won't affect... It definitely won't affect the top 10 brackets. I just don't know how far they consider to be low. For all we know, it could be no one in the top 100 brackets will be affected or something. But we'll find out. Because they are still using the same format at this current moment in time. Or at least for all the Guild Wars we already had. Since the every week format. They haven't changed it since then. So they're finally changing it to be more adaptive to the once every 3 weeks format that they're doing it in now. Okay, we'll move that over. We'll get a kill on one of these. Don't kill it! I need those points! Actually, if we resummon with Skady, we get it back, so I guess it doesn't matter as much, but... Oh, that was a gigantic miss. And it gets a summon. Oh, and it has freeze. Though we have... Oh, I didn't even realize that. Our entire team right now is actually immune to freeze. He has immune to freeze. We have immune to freeze on one of our traits. And Skady obviously has immune to freeze. That's kind of funny. You would almost never really use a pure... Oh, really? You would almost never really use a pure immune to freeze team, though. There'd be so few instances you would ever need to bring it out. And if you were, you'd probably use some impervious options, not just insulated. Okay, what do we need here? But obviously we don't have too much to choose from, given that it's one of these events. And that should maybe match. All we have to do is throw a Skady, and down it goes. King Mikhail battle is probably one of the more annoying ones, too, at the later ones. Not only does it have Devour option that can spam, but it also has Enraged Skulls and a couple different options for it. So you can't even try resisting it unless you just have Barrier, which we do have. This kingdom definitely does have a Barrier option if we really needed it. We can just use Winter Knight in first slot, which we probably will be shifting to. I'm just using this for now because it's quicker. Winter Knight would be great at not dying, but would obviously be very slow, other than this like board control that he has. Did you notice the vault cards that level the Horde don't count for the Gems of War database ranking? I thought they did. Could have sworn they did, or at least at one point. Most of them what I've actually been using them for is whenever the daily task says to forge a trait or to level a troop to X level, I've been upgrading my treasure, because why not? It's might as well. There's nothing else to, like if we don't have anything else to go and upgrade, we might as well just do the treasure to get some resources. Alright, I'll move that over. Take a green. Get some cascaded mana. Let's let it do whatever. Go do his thing right there. Let's kill that one. Actually, probably should have killed the summoner, but he's already dead. And down it goes. She removed it about a week ago. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Hello, Haley. Welcome. Seriously, though, what's with all the Val Ravens? I don't mind it, though. Love seeing a lot of Val Ravens. I always felt like I had less Val Ravens whenever it was the weekend-long event. But apparently not. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't actually have to buy tier 3. But I guess we'll stick with tier 3. Mainly because we actually will naturally have 8 more battles to do. Like, the battles we have right now is not the total amount of battles we actually have. These will get, what was it, 4 more tomorrow and 4 more the other day. Move that down. Get the last little bit of anything. Only problem with using Dawnbringer is it's so slow to get mana up when we don't have a proper mana generator. And this team definitely does not have that. But we're still earlier on in the battles that we don't really need Mang either, so gotta keep using it. Now let's go claim some of our rewards, get like another level. Yep, level 14. Slowly but surely we shall get that thing leveled. It just feels like a lot because Delve events have so few. I guess that's a case too. Oh, wait. Okay, good. I didn't give him anything. I thought that was a 4 times for him for a second. Okay, let's go and double tap him, I guess. Let's do it on Queen map, I guess. Oh, no! I would choose the one thing. Oh, wait. Oops, I thought it was 37 damage. Oh, it has Arcane. That's why I went to 38. It was 37, but Arcane made it go higher. That was almost a fail. If it didn't have Arcane, I actually would not have gotten that kill. Okay, we'll go and move the blue. Pick a red. I never even noticed that this kingdom's kind of themed around that, but it is themed around your team casting a lot. A lot of the troops within the kingdom. Like, half the troops have Arcane. As well as about half of them having Insulated. This was the kingdom that originally brought in Freeze mechanic as well. When Freeze first came into the game. Didn't it come in with 2 at a time? I'm pretty sure Disease and Freeze came out in at once. With Blighted Lands getting Disease and this kingdom getting Freeze. Okay, we need to do something about that Val Raven. Luckily he's in kill range. We just throw this we just throw this down. Oh wait! Even the hero has Arcane. Oh wow. I was reading the other trait, but actually the Arcane on hero is pretty nice too. Because that means you can infinitely loop it with something and constantly keep gaining damage on it. And that's pretty noteworthy on hero because there's a lot of things on hero that boosts heavily on magic. Okay, we'll go in with blue over. But yeah, it's the first hero class to have Arcane. And probably the only one to ever get it, most likely. They don't normally repeat too many effects on hero classes. Okay, he got a summon, but he's in kill range, so it's not going to matter. We'll Scadium and dead. And then it goes. There are rumors that the change will only, the top 27 scores will count for Guild Wars to help guilds with a man or 2 down. There was mention of that in the past, but then they said they wanted to find a different solution, but then they never found a different solution. So I don't know if they'll eventually do that or not. But they did say that they were looking into trying to do a different solution. But that was proposed a lot in the past. Haven't heard any mention of it recently, though. I wish they would do that, though. It would make it a lot more convenient doing Guild Wars, since you wouldn't be penalized for missing people, or at least not for missing, like, just a few people. Because the one annoying thing about Guild Wars is you can't start it up midweek. So if you're missing a person and it rolls over to Tuesday, even if you recruit someone into that slot, you still are missing an entire person for the entire Guild War week. Amnesia, Anu, or Stormheim worth it to craft. None of those 3 are worth crafting. Or wait for Arachnine Weaver. Arachnine Weaver would definitely be better. Amnesia you would use very, 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 very rarely in basically just guild wars occasionally, but there's not too many Daemon teams that would really require it. Champion of Vanu is only very occasionally used on Blue Guild War Day. And other than that, what was the other one? Stonehammer does have the highest skull reduction in the entire game, but generally Gorgulf is still better than it. Just because it has better mana generation, it doesn't block as much. Okay, he'll take a skull there. We'll take all those blues. Thank you very much. Get the Cascade there. Get a nice Dawnbringer down, and should be good to go. Grab a little bit of mana there. Get the Dawnbringer down. See if any are kill range. Actually, all of them are in kill range except for the first slot, so we'll get rid of the Summoner so we don't have to deal with it. Get that down. And yeah, let's take a blue, why not? And to a Skady should be fine. Get that down, and never mind, don't even need that. There's so many yellows in play. Oh yeah, I forgot about that too, duh. If we're using Dawnbringer, we could just make the rest of the team yellows so that we gain 4 additional damage. Wait, is there even another yellow other than Skady that we can use? There has to be. Even if it's useless, it would still be more damage. Especially if it had a mana link. I don't think any of them have mana link though. They have so many things cast related, but they don't have any links in this kingdom. Except for, I think, that, like, snow leopard thingy. That one useless strip that never gets used, I believe, has yellow link. That one looks like a bunny or whatever it was. I forget because it's never used. It was dead content since the day it came out. And it's never changed. If anything, it's become even worse than what it was. We'll move that down. And just sort of Skady at it. And there we go. Hey, let me double check that. See if we actually do have other yellow options. Because I don't feel like I'm using the Snow Guardians much. Or at least one other yellow option. We do, though it's Fea. I don't know if I really want to use that. All it is a little damage poke. It doesn't really have anything too good, though it does have half mana start, I guess. Guess we'll run with it. We'll put it behind our thing. And I guess we'll send it because why not? Go to that. Get it ascended. Go and level it. One more level. And there we go. Now it has like 1 higher damage, right? It even... Okay, there, I was going to say, you better get 1 damage. We're going to bother going through all that. And there we go. Okay. Well, now we definitely don't need like a double green. Might as well just go like double yellow or something. Also deny their yellows. Could even -1 the first slot, but just in case he gets to live, I'm probably not going to do that. Alright, let's go with a standard double yellow for now. And that should be fine. I don't think we need to change up much. And now we have 2 extra damage every single time we cast Dawnbringer. It's not that big a difference, but that's 2 more every time, and that can that's 8 damage, so starts stacking up if we use it multiple times. Move that over. Skady will hold for now. Get that in there first. Nice Cascade randomly. Hey, Dawnbringer actually did something good with its removal for once. It actually managed to gain full mana. I think that's the first time I've ever seen Dawnbringer gain full mana back from its ability. That's very rare. Because obviously destroying 2 gems will very, very rarely earn you 20 mana. Well, it'll by default earn you 2 because it's destroying both of his colors. But still, the other 18 is... You gotta get really lucky if you're gonna get that. Oh, we finally did it. I'll take a yellow there, get Dawnbringer up. Go and throw Dawnbringer down, so we have our barrier. Him staying entangled is perfectly fine, don't really need him. Guess we'll take a green just so he doesn't go crazy. And he still manages. Oh, well, at least he did an extra turn. I'll move that over, move this over. And just get a Dawnbringer down. Yeah, we will be getting this hero class to level 70 before we show it for a video. Which is the main goal that we're really doing right now, other than finishing out the event. Is testing the weapon and getting this thing to level 70. Well, mainly the stream, I think getting its level 50 or 60 or so is the main goal. Hello, Ofer! Welcome! Okay, move that. He'll take Skull. We'll take the green for a lot of mana, then we'll take the red for a lot of mana. It feels weird not getting explosions. I know this class gets explosions, but it obviously doesn't currently have explosions. I was kind of like expecting it. It's like, oh wait, never mind, we don't have it anymore. Or never had it. We will soon though. Get the other thing over, get another Dawnbringer at it. And then it goes. Hey, we got 2,000 gold for doing something. I have no clue what, but apparently we did something. What was our task? Win any battle using 4 unique troops of the same race. Oh, were we not earlier? Apparently not. Because we only had to do 4 or 8 battles or something small like that. Hey, let me repick one of these useless ones. That one's really easy. We'll do that. Let me repick this one. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have repicked. We could have done the one that was previously there, the Pride Lands one, and the red one simultaneously. I shouldn't have repicked it. Oh well. Anyways, what was I doing? I need to go do event finish. Keep getting this. Double check the thing. Grab lows. Another level. Still not level 20 yet, where we get another perk. These we're going to ignore and just do it normally. And yeah, I think we'll have enough battles to reach it, especially with current Valraven rate. We'll have like enough to reach up to round 6, and then the other battles on the other 2 days will definitely get us to max. But if we get enough Valravens, we'll have enough to reach max with what we have now, so that'll work. Also, hello Paulo, hello Damien, and hello Deathshade. Welcome everyone. I move that over. Throw that. Get Dawnbringer. Get another Dawnbringer. Nice. A little bit of mana. Take all that mess. Go and grab the yellow over. Get another Dawnbringer down. And then it goes. And we have Blue Storm this entire time too, which is from Skady specifically. I believe our hero class has the ability to start with a Blue Storm too if we really needed it for anything. Alright, I assume so. I'm pretty sure Water Tree has Blue Storm on it. That'd be weird if it didn't. Start battle with Blue Storm. Now we'll go take that. Go get the rest of this Dawnbringer that we need. And then we gotta deal with first slot because we definitely don't want that to stay there. Yeah, we'll take that. Dawnbringer it. Kill it with this. And Dawnbringer it again. And there we go. Okay, next reward. Give me that level. Very nice. We're almost at level 20. Every single one of those basically just levels at us at this point, which is nice. It's funny, we're almost using the same team as well, or at least thematically. Same kingdom and everything. What weapon can you use instead of Dawnbringer for this? Mang and first slot is what you would use instead. You'd also replace out Freya at that point with literally anything else. Only reason I'm using Freya is because it's the only other yellow we have to give Dawnbringer 2 more damage. Otherwise, you'd use anything else other than Freya. We're not even casting her. We're just using her for the 2 damage she passively gives us from being a yellow troop. Yeah, we'll take a green over. Let it do whatever. Take some blues. Go throw Dawnbringer down. But yeah, Mang first slot is always the solution, especially if you're using Titan. You don't have to be using Frostmage. I'm just using Frostmage to try to gain a little bit more mana off of it. I mean, not mana, a little bit more EXP off of it. Okay, we'll go take the red over. Get another Dawnbringer down. Actually, before we do, there's an easy way of doing that. Go to that, then throw this. We get slightly more damage in that way. I really hate this guy's barrier. At the higher levels, it's even more annoying. This team doesn't have anything good to work against that, which is annoying, but we'll go move that. We'll go break his barrier now, take a blue and go from there. See what we can get here. We'll try taking a yellow. Got it. Throw a Dawnbringer. Can you please stop gaining barrier? Gotta go bring out the Mang or something against this battle. Yeah, move that over. That or we need that explosion that will just randomly get rid of that barrier. Okay, that should be kill range now. And at least we keep gaining more and more damage the more we cast. So worst comes to worst, we'd have enough damage to eventually kill him. Also, I just realized we don't have to deal with the Amira battle this week. That's kind of nice because we don't have to deal with mana burn immunity. I don't think anything here actually has mana burn immunity in any of these battles. Which would be annoying because we have 2 mana burn options. One is Skady, and the other one is the Queen Mab that Skady summons. Okay, what do we move here for mana? None of it looks good. We'll stick a green over. Nothing's in kill range, so let's take a blue, get another Dawnbringer, keep going from there. We're almost reaching the point where we do need to go switch into Mang as well. I don't know, it seems to be working okay for now, so we might just keep with this. I just realized we're up against Titans, or not Titans, Giants. I always keep calling the Giants Titans now, particularly the Stormheim ones. Right, he's going to do that barrier thing. He's also annoying in that regard. We don't have anything really good on this team to constantly keep removing barrier. But at least he has a 14 mana cost, unlike that Knight, which gains some of his mana back and only has like 11 mana cost, or 10, whatever it was. Alright, we'll need to poke one of these two. Probably the barrier guy, just so we don't have to deal with them. Kill that out, get our freeze. Or blues, I mean. Though we do get freezes. We have a 25% chance per cast to freeze into a random enemy. So combine that with an infinite loop team, and you just got yourself mass freeze. But then again, at that point, why not just use Queen Mab? That is still nice for when you passively just get it. Especially if it was like Exploders or something. And of course, it's also going to be good for Guild Wars, since you can use freeze on any day. The thing that you just reached, all kingdoms to level 10, minimum power level to level 2. Not going to deny that you don't have gold yet. You need to start farming now. As far as farming gold, you would just go do PvP over and over again, is the best way to farming gold. If you find PvP to be difficult at any time, you can also just keep spamming Treasure Hunt. Treasure Hunt is less gold overall, but still, it's really easy to do, regardless of what troops you have, because it doesn't require any troops. Okay, we'll take the skull over. Wanted to try getting some kind of cascade, obviously didn't get it. Let's go with another Dawnbringer into probably another Dawnbringer after that, another Dawnbringer. But move that over. He did not get full mana somehow. Get the kill there, though that doesn't really help much since we could have just Dawnbringer cleaned up, but I just didn't want him grabbing it. Because I want to keep this alive if we can. Just because we can clean up the kill with it. If we can actually get mana on Dawnbringer, that is. Alright, we'll move that up. He'll do whatever. We'll throw this down. And never mind, already did. Oh, what would be replacement for Skady? If you're using this particular team, probably a second copy of Freya. Other than that, you'd probably put Queen Mab there. Queen Mab or... yeah, pretty much just Queen Mab. I don't think there would be another option. There's only 7 things to choose from, so we don't really have much of a selection, obviously. Main reason I'm using Skady, other than the fact that it's Blue Storm, is just so we get summons. There's currently nothing else in this kingdom other than Skady that summons. And while we don't lose much points for it, if you resummon your troops in this game mode, you save 1 point each. Every point you lose, or every troop that you miss, or every troop you don't have at the end of the battle reduces your score by 1. And while that's extremely trivial, it's really important if you're going for leaderboard with a small amount of things. Because that could be the difference between you needing to buy a whole nother pack, which could cost like 250 gems or however much to get the leaderboard. But if you're just going for the base rewards, it's not really that important at all. Like the fact we just died there means almost nothing. Especially since we have Skady, it'll mean literally nothing. So we'll save 1 point by casting Skady right there. Makes such a small difference, but oh well. Now let's keep going. We're probably not going to make it. If this was like a normal class event, we would. But because it's a new hero class event, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to go crazy high with it. Probably even people that will just spend so much gems on it that they get it to level 100 immediately without needing to play it a single time. There's some people that do that as well who don't even bother doing leaderboard. They just spend all the gems to get it maxed and then don't even use the points. Or if they do, they only do like the first several but don't bother for leaderboard. Or they will go for leaderboard, but they just won't use all their battles. Okay, we'll go and take a yellow. Get a Dawnbringer. I'll get this buried back up, and wow, that keeps doing way more damage than I think. I'm underestimating it because he has Arcane, so we're getting so much more damage than what I'm used to from it. So if we get one more Valraven, yeah, just as I said, we'll reach tiers round 6. Then tomorrow we'll reach round 7, and then finally we'll reach round 8. So that seems perfect. Let's keep using Dawnbringer for now. We'll probably use the Mank version for tomorrow and the other day. Especially since we'll have Titan at that point. This hero class is definitely not as good in first slot compared to Titan. But yeah, once we complete out those, we'll start grinding out the leveling by doing the Explorer event objective for the week. And then from there, we'll go and hopefully use the weapon. We need a lot of wins for that. We need 250 wins. But if we do it in an Explorer, that should only take 2 hours. And yeah, we should be able to get that done this stream. And then do it right by the end of the stream. So if you can't spend a minimum of 1 million gold a week on the guild, you got to wait a bit till you can. That is one thing that you could try doing if you do play a little bit less, but you want to join a bigger guild, is find a really casual guild where you barely have to contribute anything, and then save your gold for like a month or a couple months, and then go into a bigger guild. I wouldn't really advise that, but you could do that. And just save up like a ridiculously high amount of gold, like 5 million, 10 million, something like that. And that would last for a couple months in a big guild. There are quite a few big guilds that have slightly lower requirements than that though, like 500,000, 300,000, stuff like that. Normally you do want to find a 500,000 or higher eventually though. Just because that's the minimum to complete all guild tasks. If every guild does a little over 500, or if every person in a guild does a little over 500,000, that will do every task. Everything beyond that's just legendary tasks, which don't have as much value, but are still nice to have. Okay, this team is being annoying. Definitely annoying. Luckily, Dawnbringer hits pretty high. Now we'll take this yellow over, get a nice surge on it. Take a red into a skull, I guess, just to do some more damage to first slot. I'm actually going to take a blue to a red to skull, just so we get some skeety mana as well. First slot's going to die. I can't really stop that. Oh, never mind. Dawnbringer will keep it alive, at least for one more turn. He'll get that. He'll kill with that as well. We'll go and what else do we need? Do that down. Get a Dawnbringer. And now we got to deal with this annoying barrier guy. Luckily, he just barriered himself. But then again, that's kind of a bad thing because now he's going to keep barriering himself because he's going to be the only thing left once we kill him with Dawnbringer, or the rest of the team with Dawnbringer. Move that over, throw down Dawnbringer, and that'll be that. Now we just have to deal with this guy. And 2 hits will do it, as long as he doesn't get mana, in which case we'll need 3. And apparently we'll need 3. Should probably go get her up as well, just to go clear the barrier on him. I don't want to use Dawnbringer for... Oh, wait, could we have taken that? I think we could have. Oh, well. Move that over. Oh, why did I not take purple? I forgot. We're not blocked on there or anything. We'll go use this to get rid of the barrier. We'll then go use this to go and hit it. And we still need 2 more hits. What can we do for that? None of this mana looks good. Also, I want to try getting a Skady if we can. She's blocked on every color, so I have to go give her excess mana if I want to go get her up. But I guess we will for the 1 point, why not? Gotta save that 1 point. Alright, let's take a yellow. Take like a purple or a... I need to take a blue right now, would be great. No blue available though. Purple will work. Come on, one more, we're almost there. He's really far in his mana too. I want to get this to full mana before we do something else that's weird though. There we go. Okay, so, take a skull. Throw Dawnbringer. Throw Skady. Or one of basically everything. Take a skull if we can for free. Perfect. Kill it with Skady. And get our summon. And save our 1 point. The precious 1 point. There we go. I don't know why I bother. The amount of time it takes to save the 1 point sometimes is definitely not worth it. I'm just kind of hoping not as many people will go for the boards, but they probably will. Almost every time a new hero class does, people will do it, especially when it's a better one like this. Like on the Pride Hunter one, there wasn't as much of a need to because it wasn't the greatest, but this one's definitely a bit better. And one of the better ones as well. It's kind of like what Archer used to be. It's pretty well-rounded for everything. The only thing that it can't really do too well is first slot. Is Frostmage, but Frostmage can do every other location other than first slot. You'd be way better off just using Titan if you wanted to use something like Frostmage in first slot. Okay. We need red, blue, or yellow. How is half the mana that's on the board not usable to us? Go to this onto you, just so we don't have to deal with your enrage spam constantly, and just kill that out. The thing felt like it had such lower durability than the previous battle. But I guess it's because we were up against Giants. Giants do have the highest HP in the entire game. Especially Stormheim Giants, when combined together. Yeah, we'll take that, take this down. Careful that the Valraven doesn't escape. We do not need to lose 2 battles, that's for sure. Oh, I forgot to take blue. I didn't actually need that blue mana. I always do that. Whenever I don't need the mana anymore, I'll just like stop paying attention to it completely. We're gonna do a Skady cast on that, and then just kill it for blues. There we go. And then we can Dawnbringer again, and then just poke them out. Probably just double Dawnbringer at this point would be the best bet. Or Skull into this. Actually, we'll try going that route. Kill that, and now we just need to Skull poke it. Oh no, it might gain enough durability to survive a Skull now. And an ability, who knows? No, 48. She has 47 durability. Actually, that technically did 49 because of Arcane. So we had 2 extra damage there. And yeah, we're almost out of battles, but at least we got enough to tier 6. And the other battles tomorrow and the following day will be enough to close the gap. Yeah, we'll take a Skull down. Not that needed, but oh well. The other Skull. See if we can get this blue here. Start getting Dawnbringer up. That thing does like 0 damage. Get this to full mana. Get a Dawnbringer down. Go do that. Take red. And what else do we need? We'll take a blue down. Take some reds. Get a Dawnbringer again. And what else we need? We'll go to that. We'll take a blue into a blue, ideally. I don't see it, though, so we'll just take that. We'll get some greens. He removes all the color I need. He gets that kill, too, so I'll probably need to go resummon that real quick. So we don't lose the points. And the other one already has mana, so it's not blocking as much. Pretty much already there. I don't want to use Dawnbringer yet, though. I gotta go for Skady, so we'll let that happen. Get our summon in front of it. Oh, we do have a mana shield to deal with. You have mana shield. Actually, almost all of these have mana shield. I forgot about that. But luckily, we don't need a caster too often. Nor Queen Mab, though that would be annoying on that particular battle, because we'd have no way to win. And our final battle is mirroring ourselves with the Queen Mab thing. With the same kingdom stuff. And there we go. Get our 10 gems. Get our level 20 right on the dot. Very nice. And let's go do our final battle here, unless we get a Valraven. Then we'll finish out on the other 2 days, and then finally go level this hero class. Never mind, we have 2 more battles. We'll go do those real quick, and then we'll go start leveling this thing. And then when we do that, there's 3 main things we need to do. 250 wins, getting the event objective done, and getting level 70, though I don't know how close we're getting to that one. But at least this stream, I want to get weapon and the event objective done. Also, definitely a good week to go do it, because all you have to do is just explore anywheres, pretty much. Wherever you need the trait stone from. Or any kingdom that has a lot of browns. Also, people were mentioning earlier that it's based on the challenges within the kingdoms. And if that is indeed the case, then we will probably need to consider Kazil, I believe it was. Because, or not Kazil, Karkaroth. Because I believe it has more brown battles for whatever reason. I don't know. We'll probably just do it on whatever kingdom has the lowest amount of trait stones. Because we're going to need to do it for a longer period of time than the amount of, EXP that we need. Like, we're going to be... The event objective would get done way before the EXP would get done, basically. So it doesn't really matter where we explore. There we go. We'll take the blue over. I need that to reach full before we get a kill here. And I don't know if that's full mana yet, so let me throw Skady. I should probably calculate this out if this will kill. It's 44 damage, 46. Actually, easier way to do this. How many yellows are in play? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. That is 8. That is 44. That is 52. That is not enough to kill. So we'll do that. I better not randomly skull kill it. That would have been awful if it did. And then we just Skady kill it. There we go. Hey, we kill a Queen Mab and summon Queen Mab simultaneously. And we'll just take the next 2 battles. If we get another Valraven, apparently we'll reach the end of this tier as well. But we just got one, so probably unlikely. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, no wonder why these things are so annoying. I forgot, they have like 20% and 10% stats. That's why. It's not just because they're giants with a bunch of durability, but they also literally just have more stats than normal. Well, that would explain it. It's actually the hardest battle to do then in this delve. I mean, in this event. And luck can definitely be pretty annoying too. Oh, I'll take the skull there. We're not entangled yet, so we can get away with that. Take the red, start getting Dawnbringer so we don't lose first slot, ideally. It's fine if it does, but I prefer to keep it. Otherwise, we need to go do the whole skatey thing, and then we also don't cover as many colors. Nice extra turn randomly. Get a Dawnbringer to keep it alive, ever so barely. We'll get some free stuff from it, because destroying a red and a blue is awful. Is that kill range? Yes, it is. So we'll go do that for blues. Also make sure you can't go mass greens anymore. Get a hit right there. See what kind of follow-up we can get on that. And go from there. So I'll go down. Take the brown over. Take like a green? Nothing is a kill range. Oh, yes, it is. He has like 47 damage. 48, actually. And do that on that. It's always one higher to whatever it is if you ever have Arcane. The way that Arcane works is it always triggers before the ability. So even though we have 46 right now, you'll notice it does 47 on both of them. Oh, 55, because I forgot the yellows as well. But it added 1 to whatever it was going to be. That was a bad example. But, yeah, it does add the 1 damage before the cast. It's one of the few things that actually work in a really nice order. A lot of things in this game I feel like work in the weirdest of orders, but that one actually does work in correct order. The way you would kind of expect it to synergize. Alright, we need to go get skated to full just so we don't lose points. We've went this far losing no points, might as well go all the way. And there we go, just tap it with anything. Okay, one more battle unless we find a Valraven here. In which case we get the next little reward. Nope, no Valraven, that's kind of to be expected, we just got one on the other battle. But we'll have the other 4 battles, and then the other 4. So technically 8 between the other 2 days, and that'll be enough to get all of them done. So we don't need to go any further with our gems. We'll save our gems for bigger events, like Bounty Hunter and anything. Probably Delves. Actually, I'll probably be spending 2,000 gems or so on the next Delve event. We're going to be doing it the entire weekend. I didn't do it the first time around. I wanted to, but of course I had to evacuate for the thing. Otherwise I would have. But the next delve, we are definitely, particularly on the Friday and Saturday, but probably the entire weekend, be just going crazy on delves and just doing it until we have completely maxed out the faction, aside from pure faction team, unless whatever comes out is good in pure faction, but almost every kingdom is going to have a really bad pure faction team, as far as actually being able to beat the final battle. But there we go, that's that for today. Now to go level it. Okay, so we claimed all rewards already, good. That ended up getting us from doing no battles other than just buying tier 3. Got us to, what level are we at? Got us to level 20 on the dot. Really? Interesting. How much EXP into it? A little bit further. But yeah, got us to level 20 doing that. And now we got a lot more to do. So let me actually go double check. Which arcane trait stone do I need the most? And that is not where I check. I keep forgetting. It's all the way in the top left. And now it's going to load forever. No, the dreaded troop menu page thing. Or it takes forever. Luckily, it didn't take nearly as long that time. But let me go and... what am I looking for? I'm looking for that. No. Wait, actually, while I'm here, I do need something. I need 20 or 50% mana start. So that's nice. Now we start with half mana. Always good. Any hero class that has that. There's one other thing I wanted to go do right now, though. Can't remember what it was. Also, while I'm here, how many wins do we currently have? I know it's like 0. But, we have 33. Getting there. But, oh, I don't remember what it was now. I was looking for highest or lowest trait stone number. So far, that appears to be Arcane Lava. Apparently it's Arcane Venom. Oh, nope. Apparently it's Arcane Blood. And Arcane Blood it is. So let's go or explore there. Why do I keep calling everything delves now? But we'll go with this. Go with this team. Oh, wait. Frostmage isn't on this team. That might help. That might just help if we want to go level Frostmage. I didn't have it set as that because we've been using Titan so long that I haven't needed it for whenever I needed to do Explore. But, don't know, what's a good quick weapon? I guess a blue one. We can't half mana start it. Oh wait, duh, it starts with half mana automatically. I guess we could go with that one, blue weapon. Though ideally I'd want to use like War and Peace or something that doesn't block at all. So let's go with that. War and Peace it is. Wherever it is, do that, move that up, move that up. Throw a firebomb immediately. I should just put that there just so it's in the normal location where I always know it is. And just do it on normal difficulty. I don't need to put any higher. We don't need the other resources. We're just here for EXP. And a trace stone, technically, I guess. Alright, throw that down. Get a sunbird, go from there. And dead. And now we just need to do that a lot because we only get 1 EXP per battle. But we also end up getting a lot of browns and stuff. Or at least some amount of browns. This kingdom definitely doesn't have the most, but it's still giving us some. You're using Dragon Eye on raids? Oh yeah, Dragon Eye on raids is really, really, really strong. You can get away with probably beating out every single battle eventually if you just use barrier spam plus I, even if you don't have the stats. I still need to get I on my lower level account. It is very far away from actually being able to do that though. Like on our lower level account, it can take a while to actually get that many wins. On this account, it takes us like 2 hours or less to get 250 wins. At least if we're trying to get 250 wins anyways, like we are right now. Obviously, if we were just doing like normal PvP, we'd get like 40 wins in an hour, but doing this method, we gain about 180 to 200 wins per hour. Or give or take a little bit lower. It could be. Depends if we get distracted by things. But it's definitely anywhere from like 140 to 220 or so. Yeah, we already gained a level. Can you transform Zugoff? Player owned? Yes. Enemy? No. You cannot transform the raids version of Zugoff. However, you can transform a player's version of Zugoff. But no, towers and a non-player owned version of Zugoff has immune to transform, as well as instant kills and a few other things. They're actually the only troops in the game that have immune to transform and instant kills. Which I feel like they're going to add that to more things, even if it's its own individual trait. Just because of things like Dragon's Eye and instant kill mechanics like Megavore. I don't feel like they're ever actually going to nerf Megavore, but I feel like they're going to add immune to instant kill to kind of counter out Megavore. It's not really that big a deal in most game modes, it's pretty strong in a lot of areas. Okay, we'll go and take the red over. Sure, probably had skull alignment, but he's already dead. Hello, Smithy. Welcome. Yeah, if anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Otherwise, we're mainly grinding this out so we don't have to spend gems. And I ideally want to get to at least 70. We're only at 21, but we're not doing all of that right now. By the time the video tomorrow, I do want to try getting it to 70. And then we'll probably never touch the hero class again because Titan's better. Though I've been doing that with a lot of hero classes lately. Like, I haven't been leveling any of them just because Titan is everything. It's mainly Delves that is causing that, though. Once more Delves come in, we can delay the Delves for a lot longer period of time, though. Then we don't have to worry about it. Did he really just live? Luckily, there's a skull just sitting right there. Okay, I'll go through Firebomb down. Get a Sunbird. And hey, we got Arcane. Very nice. We do need more of that Arcane. That's the whole reason why we're even doing this here, instead of somewhere where it would be a lot better. And we're about to gain Natural Hero level 2. It looks like we're going to reach level 1340. We don't have 1337 anymore. And never will again. Because that would take forever to get another count to that point. That's never happening again. Okay, we'll go and throw a Firebomb down. Get a Sunbird. What's up with all the mythics? Can we stop getting mythics? They're so hard to kill. Our Glitter's still going down in one shot. Like there's a Storm Shield and everything. There's like 0 browns in this kingdom. Maybe we'll go switch over to the other one. I'm not doing it for the browns though at the moment, even though that we are and we aren't. I'm mainly doing it for the arcane traits done more so than anything. While also starting to get some of the browns. But maybe we'll have to do another kingdom once we start getting a few more arcanes. I don't know why I'm so big on trying to get more arcanes, since we probably have way more than enough than we'll ever need. But I don't know, you never know. But if they add something that requires a lot of them, and then we're low, I guess we could then start using orange orbs or something. This is what they're supposed to be used for, but because we already had all traits, we didn't really need it. I felt like orange orbs was more so for like a mid-game kind of player thing, as well as early game. It's really good for when you get like a new legend or a mythic, which you would normally have no way to trait. But if you had a few orbs just laying around of orange, you'd easily get it traded. I'll throw the Fire Bomb down, get Sunbird at it, and that'll be that. Okay, Firebomb that. Sunbird it all. Oh, so hello, Heldry. Welcome. Or Haiti, actually. I don't know how you pronounce his eyes. Though, however I pronounced it the first time is definitely not how it's pronounced. I know that. Let's see. We'll take the red over. Take a skull first, I guess. Just in case it's not enough damage. Probably is. Sunbird has so much damage these days. And we're about to gain another HP soon, eventually, too. Once another kingdom comes out, we'll have enough faction renown to gain 1 extra HP. And that will be midway through next month. We also got 1 extra HP from Stormheim recently. That happened on Monday, of course, because the kingdom now has 10 and 11 stars. We only needed 10 for the stat, though. Also, thank you, noobs, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Oh, Heidi. Oh, that is Heidi. Yep, you're correct. I've never seen it spelt like that before. Yeah, it is Heidi, isn't it? Well, welcome. Get Sunbird down. Also, we will be having a redeem code in a little bit. I don't know when we'll give it out by. I guess when we gain level 1,004 or 1,340. I almost said 1,440. That would take a few years. Yeah, 1,340. We'll give out the code. What do we need? I guess I'll do Sunbird. Should be enough to kill. One nice thing is Explore actually stays the same stats forever. So as we keep getting higher stats, it just becomes easier and easier to do exactly what we're doing right now when we need to do it. I forgot about that too. We can actually increase our Sunbird's damage by having more reds on the team. I'll take the purple over. Throw this down. I almost feel like replacing this with what I was going to do earlier then. If we put fire and ice there, we'd still have a other mana covering, but we'd also increase the damage of Sunbird by 1 for its first cast. And while that seems like almost no difference, in this game mode where the difference between killing and not killing is sometimes 1, it would save some time. But I guess in the instances where we get War and Peace, it also saves us time, so it probably doesn't even matter. Yeah, if anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. Make sure to do so. With blue. Oh, wait, why did I take blue? That's kind of pointless. We'll get Sunbird. That's one thing I really hate about the change they made to Explosion as well. They made it so you can no longer get 1 mana guarantee if you explode 2. I mean, if you only explode 1. You have to explode 2 now in order to actually get 1 mana, which makes it a lot harder to get that 1 mana when doing explosions. Because it ends up rounding down. Whereas before, when it was 60% or 70%, I mean, it rounded up. And he has that really annoying first slot.
Not much we can do about that. Hopefully it's enough damage. Nope, it definitely isn't. He's got barrier. And he would have lived regardless if he didn't get barrier there. And down he goes. Hello, Demon Angel. Welcome. How are you doing on the event? Also, that reminds me. How is the event leaderboard looking? I didn't even bother double checking to see who's on it. Yep, I got the event done. Oh yeah, we're definitely way going to overdo this event, even when doing it in the incorrect kingdom. It works fine. Let's go check the event. Who's on leaderboard right now? Oh, Zeddicus. Is he here now? Pretty sure he was here earlier. He was here at the beginning of the stream. But, yeah, Zeddicus is actually #1 at the moment. Very nice. Trying to see some other names I remember. Yep, there's Demon or Angel. Probably several of these too. There's just so many names these days. Let's see. Anyone from my guild bother going for this? I don't think they did. Nope. Probably not. I don't really feel like it's as worth going for compared to some other events, because you can just farm this if you needed to. You didn't have to, or you don't have to go and actually spend gems on it. Oh, there's one person from my guild. That's the highest one, apparently. But, I don't know. For things like this, I feel like just manually doing it is slightly better, because the reason why you'd spend gems on other game modes is because there isn't a way to manually do them. But in the case of hero classes, there is a way that you just automatically get them upgraded. And that is by actually using them somewhat like this, or other similar methods. This just gives us a lot of EXP. Oh, you want the orb? Oh, nice. Well, it doesn't look like too many people are contesting it at the moment. So it is still early. It's only like 7 hours into the event. Still got all weekends. Yeah, good luck with that. I still need to go get power orbs as well. I don't know when I'll be trying for it, but we will eventually be trying for power orbs. It's just so hard to get them, and will take like at least like 10 to 20 hours in an event to try to get one as well. I might eventually do it for next faction. I'm pretty sure we'll be contested and probably won't be able to beat it. Actually, never mind. If we're doing it for next faction, we actually won't make it. We'll make leaderboard, but we won't end up making unless they fix the whole 20 thing where people can just camp level 20. But if they don't change that at all, there's no way we're going to get it by just going forward. Because once we reach level 500, there is no way we can do every room. By like 350, we normally just have to do the middle 3 rooms and just go straight for the boss room. Just because it would take too long from a time perspective as well as a difficulty perspective. Not only could we randomly lose one, but we could also just waste a lot of time. There becomes a point where the difficulty is just so much on them that it's not worth the reward. And you just go straight for the renown instead of anything else. I really wish they did upscale the reward a little bit better to higher difficulties. Not just for the event, but just in general. Go hit that. And then goes. Because once a kingdom reaches 500, there's almost no point in playing that kingdom unless you wanted to run pure faction. But pure faction is near impossible in almost every kingdom right now. But yeah, we'll need to use this into some defend teams later. It's kind of hard to test now because we still need leveling on it. But we are going to be messing around with that quite a bit into the future. Probably more so tomorrow. Today's more so just a grinding day to get everything situated. But have to do it eventually. And this ends up saving us like probably over 1,000 gems doing it this way. Might take us a few hours, but it does save over 1,000 gems or so. And there we go, there's our level. And I did say I'd give out a redeem code then. And click that, and we'll take it on the yellow, I guess. Keep it all even, other than purples. And there we go, and we got mail for gaining our level. What's this other one? Oh, I forgot to, or I deliberately did not claim this login reward, so that we could get it now. Come on, blue orb. You got this. Blue or purple? There we go, purple. Not as good as a blue, but I'll take it. And there's the thing for our level 1 event key and 100 glory. And now we'll have a third mail, which is the redeem code, so let me go get that out. One moment. Should be right over here. Click on that. Click on the other thing. Someone messaged me. Okay, that's fine. Click edit. Let me go get the code. Mark that one. copy all that, save all that, and put that into this thingy. Make sure it's right there, so I can just copy paste it, put that there, and make sure it works. Double check it. It does. Do the same thing again, except do it for the other account. Oops, that's not where the invite code goes. Put that there, put that there. Redeem, refresh. Put that there, and let me go get these two. Put one below us for people coming in, and the other one in chat. Redeem code, put that, boom, copy, paste, center it slightly. And there we go. Okay, nice. And the other one we need is this one into chat, so you guys can just click the link and copy paste it so you don't have to type it. There you guys go. There's the redeem code for any of you that want to go and end up using that. Use that in the same location as always. gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. As far as your invite code, you can find it underneath the settings menu. Whatever your game says, there's what you put in. Our redeem code is found below as well as over in chat. And give the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And there we go. And it's only usable on every platform except the 2 console versions. Up 12 victories, 0 losses. What is our defend team? We're still using 3 sacred treasure and a firebomb. I kind of want to use 4 sacred treasure, but we don't have a 4th, unfortunately. It's actually one of the reasons why I'm saving these, is just to use them for fun. Just so people can see the mythic treasure. Oh, the mythic treasure we've been hoarding. Okay, anyways. What do we need now? Let's go and keep leveling. Mainly need to get that done. There you go, throw that. But yeah, I guess we'll find something to talk about. Have you guys done anything interesting lately? You can move that over. Take a skull. Throw down a firebomb. What is the max for a code? I do not know the current amount of redeems. It's somewhere around 200 to 500. Somewhere's in that ballpark. The exact amount I do not know. Salty knows. I don't though. Per user? It's 1 per user. But you can do it for literally as many accounts that you own. So if you own like 3 accounts, you can do it for all 3, assuming they're on every platform except for console. You wouldn't have much of a need to do that, but if you did have a few of them that you use. The only 2 I really use right now is the main account and the lower level account that we've been slowly but surely trying to get going. Do we still need 1 more person? Well, I guess we can go do that. Anyone interested? We do have a spot, apparently. Hey, nice, Arcane. But, yeah, if anyone's interested, we do still have 1 spot from earlier. We need, where's my thingy? If anyone can do 1 million gold, 300 trophies, 1,500 seals, 30 Guild War battles during the Guild War battle things, 40k plus Guild War points in bracket 2 and 3 Guild Wars, and getting to tier 3 for all the guild-related events like Guild Wars, raids, evasions, stuff like that. If you can do that, we do have 1 spot open, so let me know. Oh, whoa, 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 level 20 tribute. I clicked from that so quick, but if you look at that, that was a level 20. I believe I got a 25, I want to say earlier. I know it was something above 20. I unfortunately clicked it while I wasn't streaming, but you saw right there, there's a 20. So I think that's the highest we've gotten on stream so far. Normally I just spam click it because it's normally not going to be anything, but that's definitely not too bad. It looks like that extra % on Glacial Peak's already come into play. That's nice. But anyways, let me go and... but yeah, that's 19 gems right there, plus 38 gold keys, which is basically like another gem. That's like 20 gems, basically. Anyways, let's keep going and getting this done. Oh, 3 golds. That's what I want to see. Very nice. If you had to get a tattoo from Gems of War card art, what would you choose? I would never get a tattoo, ever. Though, if I had to choose something hypothetically, it'd probably be Dragon Soul. It would definitely have to be something iconic from the game. I feel like Dragon Soul is. Plus, it's one of my more favorite ones from the game. Also, it would just look like a normal dragon than anything from the game. So, it would have 2 purposes. But no, I would never get tattoos. Everything like that, like makeup and just anything like that. I just always like keeping the body as pure as possible, really. Any kind of things that like mess around with it. I just like keeping it natural. Not the rainbow dragon, rainbow snake! Oh, I missed that guy. I really wish they would have made him more viable. I would have used him so much if they did. Alright, we'll throw a firebomb down. Also, in regard to Rainbow Snake, I actually did get to do something with another guy the other day. It was actually quite a bit of fun. Did it yesterday. First time I ever really got to do anything. He's a pretty good friend. Just a local guy. But, we known each other for a little bit. But, yeah, finally got to do something. Won't really say what, because that wouldn't really be too PG, but we were cuddling and stuff, mainly. And a few other things. We'll throw that down. Get a blue down. Oh, no, I don't need blue. Pick a brown over. Throw that at it. Kill it out. But I have been trying to get more of a social life recently. I think as like the last several years, I've been like so sheltered and not doing anything. So I've been trying to get out more and stuff. Also one of the reasons I've been a bit busier as well. But we'll go into that. Get another firebomb down. Take a red. Another firebomb. Sunbird everything. If anyone has anything else you want me to go over, just let me know. We'll make sure to go over it all. The only thing I can't really go over too well, though I could, I guess, theory craft some of them. But, like teams for the hero or this new hero class, mainly because we don't have it leveled enough to really test anything with it. Until level 40 would be the earliest we'd be able to test something, but even then, we really need the 70 trait on it. That extra explosion is very effective. Oh, you'd still be able to get away with it without it. Alright, we got a Sunbird down. Get the kill. Down it goes. Oh, treasure gnome. That's actually the first treasure gnome all day. It's been an hour and a half now. Hopefully it gives us a vault key. I haven't gotten a vault key from a non-event gnome for basically the very first week they ever came out. I don't even know if it's possible. I assume it is still. It just doesn't seem to ever happen. Also, I should probably do that repick glitch thing until we find like a soul gnome or something. I haven't been abusing it at all or anything, as you see. I normally just take whatever gnome I see and just kill it out. Okay, we'll move that over. Go throw down the firebomb. Also, I'm surprised they haven't fixed that yet either. Because to my knowledge, it's still in version 4.0, the current version. Oh, another arcane, nice. We might need to switch to a different kingdom soon. Starting to get enough arcanes, I think. Once we reach 200, that would be a pretty good sign to switch to a different one. One of the other ones that aren't currently at 200. I think there's only two. This one and the, whatever the other color was. I think it was green-blue or something. It's like a recent mythic or something that we ended up using a lot on. Forget what it was. Let's see. Forge Skady or Queen Aurora, and why? Queen Aurora because it's used for a billion more things. For mana starting at Gorgolfa or just any team. It's great for barrier. It's great as a alternative to Arachnean Weaver if you don't have one for delves. It's great for crashing the stream. But yeah, it's mainly used for beast teams. It's used in Guild War days. It's used occasionally in delves for people who don't have Arachnean Weaver, as well as just if you need more durability. Particularly in Hall of Guardian, it works good for that. And I think that's about it. But you're mainly using it for its mana generation, more often than not. Yeah, it's definitely better than Skady, that's for sure. There's no question in that. Queen Aurora is better than Skady. Even after Skady got buffed. The only thing that may make Skady better is not the fact that she's better as a troop. but that Glacial Peaks, even though it's probably going to be like another 6 months before it does, is probably going to reach 10 star before McGrim Woods reaches 10 stars, which is where Queen Aurora is from. Oh no, she isn't. Never mind. Wait, where's Queen Aurora from? Wolf Garrick is from that kingdom. Hold up. Where's Queen Aurora from? I actually completely forget now. It has to be from Silverglade then, right? Yeah, if it's not from McGrim Woods, it has to be Silverglade. I completely forget now. It has to be Silverglade though. Where else would it be from? I'm pretty sure it's Silverglade. Because it came in with that other unicorn thingy. Or not simultaneously, but during that similar time. How close is that kingdom? I think that one's actually pretty far away too. But yeah, I guess technically Glacial Peaks is closer to 10 starring than either of those two kingdoms are. Oh, I hate when I click troop menu on accident. No. Why must you look like this forever? They better fix this eventually. It has something to do with their servers. To a degree that I do not understand, but hopefully they can fix that eventually. Yeah, Bright Forest is still a ways away. What did I say it was? Wait, where's Silverglade? Not Bright Forest. It's Silverglade. Silverglade, where are you? You're all the way in the top left. But, how close are you on stars? Oh yeah, this thing has ages before it gets powered. It is, very, very, very far away. If we go check this, it is definitely here. Yeah, Queen Aurora's here. So I guess that would be the only argument for really going for Skady. Would be Glacial Peaks is way closer to maxing. It's currently at power level 9, and it would only need to add 4 more troops in order to reach max. Yeah, 4 more troops. So if they added a faction for Glacial Peaks, it would instantly be 10 star if they were to do that. Actually, 11 star. I keep forgetting too, you can actually, any kingdom that reaches 10 star can also immediately reach 11 star if you get them all ascended. Anyways, let's go back to Missile Scales, I guess. But yeah, I would say if you're just looking at a usefulness, Queen Aurora is definitely better. Skady for Blue Guild War Day, I do use it for that purpose. But that would be the only time you'd ever really bring out a Skady. Whereas Queen Aurora you'd have more uses for. In general use. Whereas if you were to get a Skady, that's the only time you'd ever bring it out is Blue Guild War Day. And there's alternatives to that too. You don't have to use a Skady to do good on Blue Guild War Day. It's just Skady plus Azura tends to be a pretty good combo. So some people like using that, as well as myself sometimes. Actually, most of the time, I think that's still my team for Blue Day. But you do the same thing with Queen Aurora with Guild War Days too. And on that, you can use it for 3 different Guild War Days instead of just 1. Oh, so hello, Iron Malt. Welcome. Yeah, Queen Aurora used to be even better than she was now. They made a change to traits a while back to make some troops not be ridiculously overpowered, where they changed traits so that, oh, what was it called? The repeating like multiple times in a single instance thing would never occur anymore. So for example, if you were to go spawn a bunch of gems, and let's say we just did a bunch of reds, and we got like a red match over here, or extra turn red over here, extra turn red over there, extra turn red over there, it would all only count as 1 trigger instead of 3 individual triggers or multiple triggers. And the main reason for this was because it was glitching out like crazy and was sometimes causing like 5, 6, 7, 10 time triggerings of some traits. So they made it so every single trait can only trigger once. But in doing so, they actually nerfed Skady's final trait because, I mean not Skady's, they nerfed Queen Aurora's final trait because what hers does is you gain 1 extra mana every single time you take a mana from the board, basically, because it'll just give +1 to all 6 colors. But it only does it to 1 of them. So if you were to go and take yellow and any 2 colors, yellow and blue, let's say, simultaneously, it'll only give you +1 for 1 of them. And I believe it does it based on the normal mastery order of the game. But it'll only give it for 1 instead of both, which is very annoying. It used to always give it for both, but now it only does it for 1. Is there an instance of that on this board? No, there is not. Let's see. We'll find one eventually. But it's whenever you take 2 mana simultaneously. Like when you swipe and you're getting like 2-3 pairs at once, or 2 anythings at once. It's not like this where you get this and that. Like it would still get full mana for that because it was 2 different instances. But of course, whenever I'm trying to find this example, it's never on the board. But like if these were right next to each other and we took both the purple and blue simultaneously, it would only give us +1 for one, not both. Oh yeah, Rainbow Trait is really good. They just nerfed it slightly with that one patch they did a while back. Indirectly. And they never bothered buffing her since, but it's still decent. Also, if you're doing a bunch of individual cascades, you don't even see the nerf that much. And as you can see, it's very rare that that instance that I'm talking about ever occurs. I can't even show an example of it. It happens so... it barely ever happens, but when it does, it's annoying. Okay, we'll go and throw Sunbird down. You missed earlier. Any reason to use event keys today? Or was it a better time? Well, it's still the exact same event drop table as it's always been. Right now, the event drop table is... What's this week's event again? Stormheim? I believe it's Stormheim. But you can get Storm Shield, you can get Jotnar, or Jotnar Storm Shield, they're both the same thing. You can get Ural, and you get Hyndla. Those are the main 3 things you'd kind of be seeking if you were using event keys. The only reason I'd really bother using event keys this week is if you're trying to get 10-star or 11-star Stormheim Kingdom. It is possible as of this week to get both of those up. It's also the first kingdom ever added to the game that is now capable of reaching 10 and 11-star without having a faction. Meaning there's a good chance you have a good majority of those troops upgraded if you've already been playing for a while. But yeah, it could be okay to open event keys. None of the actual drops are too over the top, but Ural is used in most giant teams. Hyndla is used in most giant teams and is a pretty decent summoner and freeze. And Jotnar is pretty much useless, but very occasionally use it in Guild Wars as a Dawnbringer replacement when you don't have Dawnbringer. Mainly Red Guild War Day, so you have barrier against like the dwarf team, so that they don't just one-shot you. Because Red does not have that many barriers. Jotnars and Dawnbringers like the only 2 options pretty much under Red. There's a few others, but most of them don't barrier your entire team. Can you explain the idea of a 3rd trait of Viper? It seems like the weakest trait in the game. Oh, there's a lot of very weak traits in the game. What is her trait? Wasn't it like do a small amount of damage or something? I thought it was pretty straightforward, whatever it was. I gotta double check what it was. Or was it poison one enemy when something happens? Forget what it was. I know she's pretty much useless. Let me double check after the troop menu loads after 10 hours. There we go. That was actually pretty quick for once. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Viper. Let me go get this thing back in though. Okay, Viper. What do we need? So, Viper. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy when an ally casts a spell. Yep, that's exactly what you think it does. It'll do 3 damage to a random enemy every time you cast. Pretty much exactly what it just said. I don't know how else to really word it. But basically, if anything on your team casts a spell, you will randomly hit an enemy for 3 damage. It's basically like Kraken's trait, except it's 1/4 the effect. Why would they make 2 legends with one having 4 times higher capability than the other? I do not know, but that is what they did. Why that isn't like 5 or 10 damage, I also do not know. Or like true damage, so it actually synergizes with other stuff related to poison and things, I do not know. That is what it is. It is a very weak, underwhelming trait. It's not the worst trait in the game, but it's definitely not good. Oh, I just realized something. I can't win. Oh, never mind. If he dies off it, it's fine. But every time we cast Sunbird, he's basically just going to get a Weaver summon. Oh, another gnome. Second gnome? That one actually came pretty early. We just got one like 10 minutes ago. But let's go get it down. Hopefully it has a vault key or anything of value. 3 event keys. That is definitely a value. That is his 2nd best drop. That's his best drop that isn't a vault key. That's 42 gems, basically. So perfectly fine with that. Still not a vault key, but that's about the closest we're going to get. Because it's very unlikely we're actually going to get a vault key today. Or ever. Even during the event, we sometimes go dry on it forever. Alright, we got a firebomb down. see what else we can kind of get rolling. Take purple, throw Sunbird, and go from there. Get our full mana, kill it, dead. Love when they actually go down in one shot, so you don't have to do a bunch of other stuff. Hey, we got Arcane outfit too. We're getting there. I think we only need about 10 more or so, probably less. Get a red down. Throw a fire. Do we need anything? We'll move that over. Take a brown. Throw a War and Peace. And we just firebomb, kill that. How is the new hero class? 3 traits seems weak too. On the hero class, not at all. Arcane is super good because you gain a lot of extra magic for any weapon you want. And a lot of hero weapons have the capability to hit all enemies. So that comes into play really well since you're basically gaining 4 damage every 1 magic you gain. And literally anything you cast gives you that magic, including your own ability. And its final trait is a bit underwhelming. The way that I thought it was originally going to be would have obviously been a lot more stronger. But yeah, it only triggering 25% of the time when you specifically cast. That's not the greatest. Also not horrible, but I don't know. I feel like you'd very rarely ever use it. Oddly enough, I feel like one of the best teams that trait would actually work in is using your hero in first slot when you're using a Justice team. So something like Mang, Valkyrie, Justice, Queen Mab, or some kind of team like that. It would work really effectively in that. That used to be the old early game meta. Won't mind the Queen Mab part. But, like using a Justice with a Valkyrie with any freezing option. But, yeah, that would still be decent. I think that would be actually one of the stronger teams with it. Probably one of the ones we'll show for the teams video as well. At one point, it was the best team in the game. Even though nothing on the team actually got nerfed, it just naturally became weaker over time. Which is kind of funny because people actually like left the game, some people, because of how overpowered that team was at the time. Yet now it hasn't been changed at all, yet it's not even considered like even remotely the strongest team in the game. But it is a lot better now that it has Frostmage to go with it. Frostmage isn't the best of first slots, but in that particular team it still works because it gives Justice his boost ratio. Also allows you to have another freeze option without going like Queen Mab or Borealis or something like that. Or I should say a second Queen Mab. Because there were some teams that used to use 2 Queen Mabs. None would use them these days though. You barely even use 1 Queen Mab unless you're deliberately trying to freeze the enemy. Keep checking for spider. I will not rest until I find that spider later. I ended up finding one, biggest one I've ever seen. Gigantic red, extremely looking venomous, extremely quick moving spider too. I didn't even want to kill it because it looked like it could go across my entire room in like 5 seconds if I did. Though luckily, because it can move so quickly, it's probably relocated like a mile by now, hopefully. And hasn't bothered staying here. Hopefully he found his way out and got to a different location by now. I'll throw Zenbird. Is the new Mythic next week? Yes, next Friday is new Mythic. It's not that good, it's a Divine counter, but there's not many Divines left to counter because a lot of people stopped using Divines. They still exist, but not as many as a couple weeks ago before they got nerfed. But yeah, it's just some kind of weird Doomskull anti-Divine thing for Zol. What's that one kingdom called? The one all the way in the top right. The Zolkoff? The one with all the Doomskulls. Why can I not remember its name? But the one all the way in the top right with Doomskulls is the one that's coming for. It's not going to be that good, but we'll still obviously get it because collection purposes. It's Droxzoom, that's the word I'm looking for. It's a mythic for Droxzoom, which this kingdom has like no troops right now. How many troops do we even have? We have 9 troops in this kingdom, and we'll have 10 as of this mythic. That is very pitiful. Also, I need to go to complete out the challenges in this kingdom. Actually, you know what? Let's go do that right now. We're trying to level a hero class. That's actually going to give us a lot of EXP. If there was any time to do it, now would be the time. This is the last kingdom I ever actually need to do challenges for, by the way, too. So let's enjoy it while we can. There are actually kingdoms I can still do challenges for, but I want to deliberately keep them undone. Like, we have a lot of them that we could do here and stuff like that. But nope. Okay, let's go to Drock Zoom. Let's go to challenges, and yeah, let's go get all this free EXP. We also get a bunch of... I'm never gonna bother putting on a higher difficulty. We don't need souls. I mainly just need this to get really excessively quick EXP for our hero. It's gonna be like Explorer, except different. Even easier. Brown barrier is really... Oh wow, Soul Gnome. I forgot you can get them here too. Perfect. Please have a vault key. Please have a vault key. That is not a vault key. That is use of souls. I wonder if there's a higher chance to find a soul gnome while you're doing challenges. Because challenges were kind of supposed to be a place where you farm souls. At least way back in the day. Actually, at one point, like when this game first started, it was like pretty much the only method to farm souls. And then once you finish them, there was almost no ways to gain more souls. Souls were really scarce earlier on in the game. Like if you had a few thousand souls, you had like way more souls than anyone in the entire game at that point. They were near non-existent because of how they were accumulated. The only way you could get them from battle was getting them one at a time using a Vina. And other than that, you would get one per kill, which still occurs today. And the ones you get from challenges, and that's it. You had challenge the souls, and once you did them, you never got them again. You had the one soul per kill, and you had the using a Vina and get it very slowly by getting one soul per hit that she does. And that was it. That's the only ones they ever had at one point in the game. And you wouldn't get them off of keys. There was no other ways to really get them. Although even the guild tasks even had them at the time. Oh, I guess disenchanting, you could also have gotten them. But the disenchant value have always been horrible. Even when the game first started, the disenchant value was horrible. Let alone now when you can get souls at like 100 times the rate that you used to. Probably even more than 100 times. It's almost 1,000 times the rate what you used to be able to get. I think the old rate was about a few hundred per hour. Now you can do like 50,000 per hour. So quite the difference. Oh yeah, brown barrier is very important though. It's one of the reasons why Titan is so strong. I also feel like I underestimated Rune Priest when it first came out, mainly because it was the first ever new hero class to come out through that method. But yeah, I underestimated the fact that it has all those immunes plus that barrier every round. Seriously, is there a higher chance of getting Soul Gnome in this game mode, or are we just getting lucky? I don't mind though. Please drop a Vault Key already though. I do not need souls. Please, Vault Key. Nope, that's the worst drop you have, 1,000 souls. Though even as a worst drop, that's actually not too bad. 1,000 souls is at least a minute's worth of souls. Or almost 2 minutes. Oops, why'd I move that one? Fail. Like even when we get something like a 6,000 gold drop from a treasure gnome thing, that only takes like a minute to get if we're bothering to do like firebomb teams. So it's not really that large, especially when it's 2,500. That takes less than a minute. That takes like half a minute. But 1,000 souls definitely does take a pretty competent minute, almost 2 minutes. Depends on the method you're using. Okay, we'll throw that down. Oops, good thing that was enough damage. I didn't even bother double checking. Oops, am I just repeating the same challenge? Oh no, I'm not. Okay. For a second, I thought it was for a moment. I forgot. They made it a lot sleeker so that you can just keep clicking the button. And then it brings you back to the page. The way they changed it is actually really nice now. Compared to how it was before. Before you had to keep going back into the menu every single time. It was just a lot of clicking needlessly. But they made it really smooth now. This was actually something they changed in the most recent patch. It was something really small, but it's very helpful. And it makes doing challenges a lot more viable than they used to be. It stays in the same battle for all 5. And then you eventually just move into the next one when it brings you back to the page. Okay, we'll take the blue there. Why'd I even take that? All of them are useless though. Oh, grab a sunbird and down it goes. And there we go. It just brings you back to the page and you just go on to the next one. And we are still gaining 1 HP per these battles. It's not like it's giving us 0. We're still getting a decent amount. We're actually technically getting more than Explorer because they're always going to be killable. Never going to be instance where they don't go down immediately. What is the worst trait in the game? A normal trait or just in general? I don't think any trait is technically negative towards a troop. I'm trying to think of one that is. Normally some of the worst would be things like the hearts, where they only gain 1 HP per troop on the team. Though I can't really say that's the worst, because on something like a Sunbird, it's actually very useful. It's the only troop that really uses it viably, but still, it's really good on Sunbird. Let's see, what other kind of useless traits are there out there? 2 times damage to submerge is pretty useless, because there's almost no instance where you would ever use that. Trying to think of some. Like, I'll bet it's pretty obvious what some of the better ones are, though, like Impervious and stuff like that. But the worst is a little bit harder to pinpoint. All those slightly newer traits that give, well, newer, that was more like 6 months ago or 9 months ago. But they ended up making a bunch of traits that have +2 armor gain instead of the +2 HP gain, and those are pretty weak as well, because armor is a lot worse than HP. The brands that give extra attack tend to be pretty bad unless that troop really desperately needs attack. Gain 5 gold. Oh, that's a perk on a hero, though. Gain 5 gold per turn can be okay, though. I can see it coming in handy depending on how gold dependent your team is. Especially early on in the game, just to gain free gold on top of what you're already doing. I don't mind that trait. As far as actual perks, which ones are the worst? Pretty sure it would be the redundant one on some of the hero classes. Actually, there's only one hero class. On Pride Guard, whatever his name is. He has Firestorm, but already has Firestorm. And he has immune to fire, or burning and fairy fire. Yet he already has the trait for it. So those two are technically the most useless because they do literally nothing. And none of them ever do something negative. So, yeah, those two would be the worst. At least in that instance. 50% to get 1 magic. That was really good back when it first came out. Though these days, with all the development that has happened throughout the game, it is very bad now. That is for sure. If anything, it should be like a 50% chance to gain 3 magic per turn, or just make it 1 magic per turn, or 2 magic per turn, or something like that. There's a lot of things with hero classes that need to be readjusted. I had a thread on the forum a while back that got like 50, 60 something likes too, with a bunch of suggestions for it. They never implemented a single one though, unfortunately. But you never know, maybe they will. But the traits and some of the perks on hero classes are very not that balanced. What? It just said Gems of War crashed. What are you doing, crashing? What do you think you're doing, crashing? Okay, well, let's reload it. I don't know why it wants to crash. All I want to do is go do challenges. That's the first time I've seen it crash in a very, very long time. Okay, let's go and get this over. Oh, never mind. Not loaded yet. There we go. I still don't understand why it loads twice. Does that happen for any of you guys who open it through Steam? Like, whenever I open up Gems of War, it launches it twice. I still do not understand why that is. It, like, fake launches it, and then it, like, does a real launch of it. I tried a few other things to try to fix it, and nothing worked. I guess I could try completely uninstalling the game and reinstalling. But, I don't know, I guess that might work. I just didn't want to lose some of the data that I have in the files and stuff. But anyways, let's go and, well, keep up the grind. And I'll be doing this quite a bit more off-stream as well. Probably stop soon and just go do something else. Maybe we'll go do that one delve, because we still need to go do that as well. Might as well do it on this stream. Or even just go do some of the raids. Oh, never mind, we can't. We're not using Titan. Oh, I forgot about that too. We can't do raids even until Saturday. What other games do I play at this current moment? Gems of War has been the main one. Just because we cover content for it whenever new stuff comes out and everything like that. But I haven't really been playing too many games as of recently. It's pretty much just been Gems of War. Though I probably will be getting back into MOBAs again eventually. Probably more so for fun than to do it seriously at all. But I don't know. I really enjoy the genre of gaming. Multiplayer online battle arenas, things like League of Legends, Dota, other stuff like that. The only thing I normally hate about those games is the player base. Also the fact that most of those games tend to be mic-based, and I hate talking. You would probably not tell from streams, but I don't know. I'm just not that social. At all. Or at least I don't find it relaxing. I'm way too much of an introvert for that. Yeah, at this current moment, I pretty much only play Gems of War exclusively. Okay, we'll take the red. Go get Sunbird. Get the whole wipe. I normally don't play it like how I play it on Friday and Saturday streams, though. I normally play it in between other stuff that I do in between my day. I don't just like sit down and play it for like hours upon hours on end normally. Though it probably will be today, just because once this stream ends, I'll be doing like literally this exact same thing, most likely. Because we need to get this hero class leveled. And I just don't want to waste the gems on it. It would save time, but I'd rather just do it this way. Also, we should be getting decently close to the weapon. By decently close, I mean I think we're almost halfway there. So I guess that's kind of decently close. Let's see, how close are we? It's probably like 100 something. It's probably not even 100 yet. Nope, 160. We're only 90 more wins. Sweet. We should be able to show this weapon on stream today then. So that'll be the goal then. Let's keep doing this until we get the weapon. And then we'll mess around with the weapon. This weapon actually is really good. The only big issue with it is pure blue. If it wasn't pure blue, if this was like a blue purple or literally blue anything, it'd be very, very, very solid. But I don't know, it's still fine. You can do 47 damage with it at minimum, or at least this late in the game. So that's definitely not a small amount. Actually, you can actually do 51 because you can set it to artifact as well to get that extra 4. It does count as an artifact. Plus, if we upgrade it, it might have even other better perks. We don't even know what they are yet until we get the wins. So yeah, let's go get 90 more wins, which will take like half an hour to an hour. And then let's go get the orb and use the orb. Oh, enchant final trait. That's not too bad, especially since it's kind of mana blocked. Or only uses that 1 mana. Oh, that's going to be nice then. Yeah, it might actually be one of the better weapons then. You wouldn't use it for too much, because there's better things overall, but still a pretty solid weapon as far as hero class weapons are concerned. Also, I forgot it's a mythic weapon, so it must get a lot of perks too. It gets 5 of them. So other than enchant, it must have a few okay, decent ones. Hopefully it has some kind of board control though. Even just creating a blue might be okay, because if we're using it with Queen Mab or something, we would need those extra blues on the board. Normally creating one of a single gem wouldn't be that strong, but in that case, it would be, just because we might need it. That could be the difference between 12 on the board and 13 on the board for an extra turn. Yep, that somehow did not kill. Okay, we'll take the red over. Explode a blue? That's not as good, but that is mana accumulation at least. That's still okay. It exploding a different color would have been better, but still nice. Okay, we got a gnome. Now we just need to go kill the gnome. I have a skull. Wipe out the team. And only 100 souls. Wow. Why do they even have that as a drop now that soul gnomes exist? They should just completely remove that as a drop, or at least make it like a 500 and 1,000 instead of 100 and 500. I feel like a lot of his drops are still really weirdly scaled. The diamond should have always been 5 and 10ish drops. The soul should have always been 500 and 1,000. Maybe even like a 2,500 option. Basically what they did with soul gnome should basically just be soul drops. And there's 2 minor trait stones that seem awful. Maybe a few more than that would be nice on it, because you can get that so quickly. Oh, there's a soul gnome. Well, as I'm saying that, there's another one we can go claim a reward for. That should be enough to kill. Never mind. We'll take a purple. Actually, we'll take a skull. I just don't want him. No! Entangle. What are you doing? We'll kill that out. What do we have here? 5,000 souls. That's 50 times more than the gnome gave. Yeah, they really do need to rebalance the normal gnome. And they're probably going to be adding other gnomes in the future too. But they should still give love to the normal gnome. Then pet gnome. This time pet food in general is so bad. There's such an excess of pet food, but you need so many pets. Like copies of the pets. Yeah, I'll take the purple over. Throw a sunbird at it. Go from there. I thought the egg was a gnome for a second. The gnome egg gives you a golden egg whenever you kill it. Let's see. We'll take the brown over. And dead. Didn't even need to do anything. Plus, we got all of our mana. Wow. And it was still our turn because we somehow had extra turn. And we got an arcane. Getting all the luck at once. I'll throw a firebomb down. Get that over. Sunbird it all. Drunk Rocket League? I've never actually played Rocket League. I've also never drank anything. I know, I personally don't care for it. Only time I ever did it was once on a business meeting. Back when I worked for a green energy company for about 2 or 3 years or so. But that was the only time. It was just some kind of white wine or something. Let's see. Throw that down. Another arcane, very nice. Take that up, put that down, firebomb it. Sober Rocket League is also fun. Yeah, it does seem like an interesting game. I do actually like soccer. I just don't really care for vehicles and cars and stuff like that. I never really understood people's excessive fascination with cars. It's personally not my thing. Yep, another soul gnome. Get a firebomb down. Pretty much my ideal car is anything that gets me from point A to point B as quickly and safely as possible. And 5,000 souls again, not bad. It feels like we're soul farming right now. We've gotten like 15,000 souls this hour. Okay, we'll go throw that down, get the firebomb, get a sunbird in there. Oh, did I ever finish out the challenges in Drak Zoom? I don't think I did. Probably go do that. We're doing explore right now, right? Yeah, explore and miss the scales. Let me go backtrack. I started this, then didn't bother finishing it. We were at this one, and then the final one. Yes, Queen Mabs freeze trait stacks. So if you have 2 Queen Mabs on your team, it will freeze 2 enemies. It is possible that they both try freezing the same enemy, though. And you can also use enemies that are already frozen. But yes, it is possible if you use 2 Queen Mabs to freeze 2 different enemies. It just won't always happen. Who does not enjoy putting hats on cars? I actually did used to sell some of those little ones when I used to do flea marketing. Have like whole bins of just like those little car things. Some of like the dealers like really knew how much they were worth, as well as my dad, because he did some of the things. He's like excessively into cars as well, including like some of the more collectible ones. He wasn't like excessively into it, but he was definitely into it. But yeah, there's definitely money to be made with them. There are people that collect them and everything. That wasn't one of the main things I did, though. It's just if I sold them at a garage sale, I would just pick them up if they were cheap enough and then sell them at flea markets for more. And if I could identify them, any of them as being worth more money, I would double check them. And if not, then some dealer would just take all the best ones immediately. Best way to do that, though, is charge a little bit more in the morning so that all the dealers will just grab. They'll still get a good deal, but you'll still get more money for them. And they'll just take off of you all the more expensive ones that you can't identify. And then you just lower the price so that the normal people just buy all the smaller, just normal ones. And let's throw that down. Are those all 5 of the perks? Let's see. Reduce a random skill on the first enemy by 2. Gain 4 life. Freeze the first enemy. Explode a blue. And enchant. That's actually not too bad. Yeah, the weapon actually sounds pretty solid then. Might even be within the top 10. Or top 15. I don't know, there's a lot of really good things in top 10 currently, though. It doesn't seem that good for anything other than, like, PvP, though. I feel like that's the only place you'd really bring it out for. What is the best soul farming team? It's still the same as always. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed since Ferrous Ra was added to the game. Pretty much. The methods you would use is, assuming you have Ferrous Ras, otherwise you just do Arena. Arena is the best way to do it if you have 0 Ferrous Ras. You keep doing Arena over and over again with Runic Blade or with Dawnbringer. Obviously Runic Blade if you're trying to get Dawnbringer. But the best method is, well, there's 2 best methods. The cheaper best method is Dragon Soul, Ferrous Ra, Azurus, and either Umberwolf fully traded or Necromancer hero class using Purple Storm. Either of those 2 would end up working. And as far as the better team, it's Dragon Soul, double Ferrous Ra, and either Umberwolf final slot or same thing, Necromancer fully traded, either or. Or not fully traded with the Darkstorm. You only need up to Darkstorm, which I believe is like level 40 or something. Alternatively, you can also do Dragon Soul triple Ferrous Ra, and you can also do Dragon Soul, triple Ferrous Ra Valkyrie. You can also do PvP-related versions. They're not excessively quick, but you're getting so many resources simultaneously that it's still pretty good rate. My favorite team for that is Mountain Crusher, Dragon Soul, Wordbreaker, and Ferrous Ra. Wordbreaker plus Ferrous Ra covers every color in the game. Anyways, we still need to go do a lot more wins. I think we still need 80, 70, somewhere around there. That's not where you check that. Actually, do we have another perk yet? No, we do not. And this is even a good one. Well, I guess we gained a lot more damage to our artifact weapon, which we'll have soon, kind of. But, yeah, what is that? That's, 70? No, 67. 67 more wins. Well, let's go do that. It's like, 20, 30 minutes. Oh, we got Firebomb down. Oh, yeah, Phylacracy is pretty decent. Doesn't have automatic extra turn, too. It's like a heal, extra turn, and then, like, half your souls. Oh, yeah, that's why I use Bronzelock Pistol, is to get the gnome kills. That's the whole point of using Bronzelock Pistol, is so that it can kill gnomes. Because I was having that problem, too, where I was basically just not doing them, but then, okay, I was like, okay, let's just use Bronzelock, and then it worked pretty decently. Because the team is already set up as a gold farming team, so it works perfectly for Bronzelock Pistol. And Destroyed Gems didn't get nerfed, only Exploded Gems. Destroyed Gems still give 100% the mana. And with the right setup of team, if you have Cedric Sparkle Stacks, you will clear the entire board. Meaning whatever mana is on the board, you would accumulate 100% of it when you cast Bronzelock Pistol. Assuming you have Cedric Sparkle Stacks on your team. Like if you're running Greed, Bronzelock, and 2 Cedrics, it will pretty much always just destroy the entire board. I forgot to take the blues. Put that down, put the red down, throw Sunbird down. Hello, Wizzo! Welcome! Oh yeah, aren't we getting the Thief class from Zejin? Actually, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that the next hero class coming into the game? I didn't bother double checking that. Let me go see. Pretty sure Spore of the Threads already have it, but let me go check the other Spore of the Thread, the one that just tells when things come out. I'm pretty sure Zacian is next. I recall seeing it at one point. I don't recall when it's going to be released, though. What I'm looking for? I'm looking for class event. Class. Let's see, which one of these isn't one that's already existing? Divinian Fields is next week for Oracle, then Priest, then Death Knight, then Mechanist, then we don't know what comes after that, so never mind, we don't know. But I'm pretty sure it is Thief class next for Zacian. But we'll find out when it happens. Because we can't currently see that far. Yeah, we'll throw that down. Unless a different sport the thread has it. But normally the one I check is pretty up to date. At least as far as when times of things come out. Yep, we got a gnome. Please drop a vault key already. Come on, vault key. That is not a vault key. That is about the exact opposite of a vault key. 2 minor trade stones. I have to throw the sunbird in there. Need to make sure we double check it in about 10 minutes to see if we actually finished all the battles yet. Because it doesn't actually give you a notification, I don't believe. Oh, you know what? This is the first hero class since we got the new mail system that automatically notifies you. Maybe it does give you a notification. Well, we'll find out in several minutes. I don't know. Does anyone remember when you got the weapon, if it gave you a notification? I know it didn't in the past, but I don't know if it does these days. But we'll find out soon. Take the red over, get a sunbird. It's not like it's going to matter much. If anything, we'll excess do it by like 10 battles. We need the arcanes anyways. There'll be like a whole extra arcane trait stone. Alright, we'll just throw a firebomb down. Get that going. Get a sunbird at it. Take a purple. Get that going. Yep, I almost just used keys. That would have been a fail. Hey, we're at exactly 1,000 event keys, by the way, too. So we have a task completed? Oh yeah, duh. We got the thing from earlier, which I accidentally did. Sure, probably repicked it. I go throw a firebomb down. Keep getting annoying mythics, but luckily it's still in one-shot range. Yeah, they have been making the weapons for hero classes a bit better. A lot of them in the past were pretty abysmal, but now that they're really legitimately classifying them as mythic weapons, like they were supposed to be in the first place, they are starting to make some of them a bit stronger, but they're still kind of a bit underwhelming, most of them. But as long as they give it good perks, it can make an underwhelming weapon a lot better. Maybe that's not anything. I'm gonna be like so squirmish the next day until I find that spider. It was the scariest spider I have ever seen. Seriously though, it was like this big. I've never actually seen one that large. I know for like people in Australia, this big is like small. That's probably like that's like a little mini spider for Australia. But for around my area, that is like the most gigantic thing I've ever seen. Especially when it was like a bright red color. Never even seen one like that before. Okay, we'll go and throw that down. Oops, I thought you had full mana. Whoops. Well, we'll go to this. And just sunbird it for 1 damage. The mighty 1 damage poke. Okay. Well, we'll throw a firebomb down. Get that rolling. Get a sunbird. Skeleton key, 14 brown. Deal magic plus 3 damage to the first and last enemy. Boosted by gold. Oh, it's a gold boosting weapon for hero. If an enemy dies, gain an extra turn. Sounds pretty nice. And there's a couple things you could use it for since it's first and last. So it's versatile in that way. They're not going to be hitting that extra turn too often, though. And it also depends what his perks are. If it naturally gains some board control, that'd be great. Any board control in the automatic extra turn is really good. It's why Death Nail is so good. That one red-purple weapon. It has a double explode, but also has a guarantee extra turn. And even though 2 explodes normally isn't that good, it being combined with an automatic extra turn is very strong. It's basically like that one Frost guy that's like about the same amount of mana cost. That one red-blue guy from Droxzoom. Oh yeah, that's the only slightly other annoying thing about the Firebomb nerf, or the Explosion nerf. It's normally not enough mana to get this thing to full immediately. It's one of the other reasons why I've been using the Forest Guardian version as of recently. I wasn't in the past. I brought it out occasionally, but now with the mana nerf, you kind of have to start it with half mana, or else it's too slow. That's going to be deadly with Sparkle Sacks? Oh yeah, of course. It's going to have very high damage. Your entire team could just be like 3 Sparkle Sacks with a weapon. And then you just double kill into double kill. That should be enough, right? Let's see. What is 400 divided by 2? That's 200. Yeah, that would be 200 and something damage. To 2 enemies. Actually, that might be a little bit too excessive. You might not even need that. You can just go with 2. That's 300. That's 150 plus base damage. That's about 170, 180. Let's even just say 175. Go in between. 175 damage is enough to kill most things in the entire game. Except for maybe Hero. And Divine teams. And Giant teams. Okay, I guess there are several things it won't kill. But still, it'd kill most things. Probably all things. You'd have to reach full gold first, but then you just double kill to double kill, and then you won. Yeah, Bronze Lock is pretty broken in that regard too, in that you can just kind of get it spamming like crazy. It wouldn't be as good as that weapon though. Yeah, that's not enough damage, so we will go for Sunbird. And I should wipe, and down it goes. Hello, Roderick. Welcome. Yeah, right now we're just mainly messing with trying to get this hero weapon. We should be about 10 minutes or less away at this point. Trying to get the last little bit of farming in that we need for it. And still got a ways to go as well after this. But we'll be doing that off stream. Between other stuff. Alright, we got Sunbird down. The War and Peace at it. And dead. Weapon plus Greed plus 2 Sparkle Sacks will be 60 plus damage. Just at start. It's gonna be way more than that. It's gonna be way more than that. Oh wait, no it won't. Well, yes it will. Well, if you're talking about the boost ratio, let's see. It'd be more like 75 damage right off the bat. Plus whatever your base value is. I don't know if that'd be a kill range though, unfortunately. And I think I'd rather put a mana generator than Greed. It depends if the weapon specifically gains gold or something. I don't know, maybe we would need Greed for that. It'd be really important that we get our gold up as quickly as possible. I just hate to waste a slot for it. But then again, I guess he does mana generate some. It's not that he doesn't do any mana generation. He actually starts with 1 explosion at the start of battle. So I guess technically he does have mana generation, which is a really weird form of mana generation. And I believe it's a brown gem too, which would actually work perfectly with the fact that it's a brown weapon. Also works with Bronze Lock Pistol well, because it's also brown. Yay, another Arcane. Only level 28 though. Okay, we'll go take that over. Go get a nice firebomb down, go from there. I'll take that, why not? And we'll leave that stuff there. Throw this down first for a firebomb. And I'll go from there. We still haven't gotten that mail yet. So we'll go for several more battles and then we'll go and double check it. During the time we double check it, we'll probably just be able to get there, but I still want to double check. It should be better than excess doing the battles, because we could just be here doing battles for no reason at that point. But then again, I think we might still need brown kills. Let's go check both of those right now. How many brown kills do we still need? I should probably go switch to a kingdom that has more brown, but then again, I'll be doing that plenty more off stream, so we're still going to get that done. Anyways, what I'm looking for is, I guess we'll check it this way. Customize, class info. We need 35 more wins is what we need. So let's keep going. Should probably switch to a different kingdom. I think we got enough arcanes at this point. Well, we'll just go all the way, at least for now. And we'll switch it later to whatever the other one is that we don't have 200 of yet. Or we did have 200 of all of them, I believe, at one point, but then we started using some for mythics and other random things that came into the game. There is a lot of stuff that brings it down. There's the new epics that come in every week, especially if you don't buy as many packs. There's the new hero classes end up using them if you don't buy as many packs. Basically everything uses them if you don't buy that many packs. New legends that come into the game always use them, other than just the pack related stuff. And new mythics will always use them. And use a lot of them too. They use 42 arcanes, 21 of 2. Also, I guess new factions kind of use up those as well. Well, everything new does, but particularly factions, because unlike new troops coming into the game through, like, let's say, Glory, you don't actually get some trait stones to go with it, whereas all the faction ones, you have to put out the full amount. So whenever, like, a new faction legend and new faction epic come out, that's 28 arcane trait stones right there. And between the ultra rare and rare, that brings it up to 33 trait stones total. Every single time a new faction comes out, it costs 33 trait stones of various kinds. They're just kind of like a mini mythic in itself, as far as the actual trait stone cost. At least to do all of them. What are you doing, Champion of Anu? You're on a team of pure blue, too. Really? That's quite the coincidence. Oh, wait. Why didn't I just take War and Peace? We could have just won. Oh, well. Should need about 30 more wins. Hello, Liamar. Welcome. Yeah, we'll take that down. Take a firebomb. Get a War and Peace or Sunbird. Hey, another arcane. Nice. I don't know why I actually want them. But I guess because we're getting somewhat close to back to the full amount on them again. Okay. Firebomb, throw that. Get a hit. And he lives, but we already have War and Peace. Dead. The annoying Viper. Oh wait, never mind. Why did they show an image of Viper, then there's no Viper in the battle? I guess the Euro will replace the Viper. We're sure there's a way to do this in PvP this quickly. You can get almost this quick in PvP, but not this quick. Also, there is one way to do it slightly quicker than this, but we wouldn't be gaining any, we'd be gaining less arcanes, and we'd also be gaining less gold and no event gems. But one thing that we could be doing to make it a little quicker is spam clicking challenges now that they fixed it. Why did I take red? But we'll do that. Now you can just spam click a challenge and just constantly keep clicking the button, and it will automatically just bring you through the screen. And you never need to move it. You just keep it in one location and just go from there. Okay, take that, take that. Throw away Sunbird. And just kill it with that. And down it goes. I'm gonna move that over. Put Sunbird down. And we'll do a few more and then double check it. Then we can finally do the weapon. Okay. We'll take that down. Get a War and Peace. Take the red over. Take all that. Move that over. Sunbird it all. And what do we need here? I guess we'll just go straight for the firebomb. If it'll let me click. Luckily it gets full mana. Clear it out. A few more, then double check. Alright, move that down. Take the purple. Grab. I just realized how weird the lighting looks on my face. Because it's like dark over here and then light over here because how the window is. There's not much I can do about that window though. Even it has blinds on right now and it's still like that. Hello, GJ Ram. Welcome. Okay, let's go and I guess we'll go with the firebomb route. That's the whole point of why we're using it, isn't it? Take the red, unless we were like red surge at the beginning, but then we might not have enough damage to wipe with Sunbird. Let's double check it. Should be right on top of it. Take our tribute. Double check it with this. We are 17 away, right there. So we did about half with that. You have a question. If you go Titan class, what skill should you use? Depends what team you're using. Titan's one of the few hero classes that is versatile in almost every single perk. Almost all of it's useful. So it's more so what you're planning on using it for than which ones are better. Because almost every tree path it has is good. Normally you use it for its barrier every brown, its explode on yellows, and it's immune to everything, or almost everything. Those are the main three components that tend to make it. The rest tends to be dependent on what you're using. Also, sometimes instead of the explosion, you go for enrage if you're using it in the first slot. Do you know anything about Divine Protector coming again for buying? Yes, it'll be available, I believe, next Sinner Mirage event. Next Sinner Mirage event is probably in a few months. Okay, we'll take the brown. Go for firebomb. Get Sunbird down. And about 14 to go. And then we can finally test this actually somewhat decent weapon. It's not like over the top, but it's at least usable. The biggest issue it has is it only covers one color, so compared to Dawnbringer, we won't be using it, but it still comes in handy. I want to kind of test it with Justice Team or something. Okay, we'll take that over. Get the Sunbird. Move that over. Firebomb. Sunbird. And we're almost there. Should be about almost final 10. Move that down. Get a explosion in there. Take a red somewhere here. Wipe out the entire team. Don't need Deer survive. Good. Those 20% giants are really annoying from Storm. Hey, we got another level 2, level 29. Slowly but surely, we'll reach 40 and 70. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to bother going for 70 at this point. Forgot how much longer that ends up taking. We will eventually, but I think for the video, I'll just show it at 40 for tomorrow. Just because I don't think we'll reach it by 70 by the end of tomorrow. And I want to get the video out, of course. The only thing we'd really be missing is that really nice explosion on it, but we'll get it eventually. And if I do plan on using it on defend, I will need to get it. I probably won't be, though. I'm pretty sure I'll be sticking with Titan most of the time. Until they really make it so you can set any hero class for any team, it's not going to be worth it. Anything other than Titan won't be worth it. Yeah, last I recall, they're associated per kingdom. And the kingdom that ended up coming in, the kingdom it came in with was Cinder Mirage. So it'll probably come in with Cinder Mirage again. I'll take that over. Get the Sunbird down. And we should be seeing a mail notification any second now. If it doesn't in the next 10 battles, we know for sure that it just doesn't give the notification. But it should. I'm pretty sure it does. Our just won't notice it. Take that. Take the purple. Actually, I didn't even need that for Sunbird. I wish only one of them would have lived. Maybe we won't take a skull. Nope, he went for it. But he leaves one, so that's fine. Go to that. Firebomb dead. Okay, we'll take the blue down. Get a Firebomb in there. Sunbird it all. And there we go, we do get a mail notification. And that should be our weapon. Never mind, that was a legendary task. Oh no, both. Oh good, did I need more Lemper Ink? I don't think I did. No, I didn't, never mind. And there we go, Orb of Winter. Let's go max this thing. It's a mythic weapon. But luckily, we have mythic ingots on spare. What was it called again? I literally just saw its name and said its name. Ice, nope. Orb. That is not how you spell orb. Hello, Rob. Let's see. Let's go max this orb. We definitely have enough. We can max like 4 mythic weapons almost. Now another 3. Oh yeah, what were his perks again? So we have it gains 2 magic. That's nice. Gains some extra life, some extra, or a lot of extra life. Actually, doesn't have any extra attack. Gains 6 life, 4 armor, 2 magic. Good. Reduce a random skill on first enemy by 2. Gain 4 life. Freeze an enemy. That's per cast. Explode a blue. And gain enchant. That's not bad. Yeah, let's go give it a test run. Let's go do like Justice Team or something. I don't have a reserve slot anymore, do I? Brown Explorer. Well, I still need that for more Explorer. We still haven't even finished it. Plus, I need a level more. Actually, we're almost on top of it. But that'll be done later. I don't know what team we replace that, but let's just go test something. Go fight this. Ooh, that's a bit of an annoying one. Something without Cleanse would be great. Does anyone not have Cleanse? Okay, maybe we do need that mythic that counters Divines. There still seem to be everywhere. Alright, let me go take this out. I don't want to fight against a Divine team with this. It's not going to be good with everything we have. I guess we'll just throw Divine. I keep saying like Divines are not used, and I'm throwing a Divine team against a Divine team. Okay, we'll take a blue, grab the purple, grab the brown, grab a red, and I guess we got rid of Divinia. Ideally, I want his barrier removed though. Oh, he has Ubistet. I have no way to work around that other than casting another Divine or something. Move that, move that, move that. What do we need here? I guess we could throw it on him, but that's gonna be weird throwing the whole concentration of our damage at him. So what we're gonna do instead is do that. He'll get rid of his barrier. He'll go do an Ubistet thing, which doesn't actually kill us. We'll go bring him into kill range of Ketris. Got a freeze on him randomly from hero class. One less thing to deal with. Take that over. Oh wait, why'd I give him free greens? He just doesn't gain much value from it. We'll take a red so that he gets distracted. Also gives us some more Ketris stats. Could have taken that purple first, but should be enough to outlive him. Ketris, can you go full mana already? I'll go kill that so we don't have to deal with it. A hit on last slot would be great too. And yeah, we'll get a hit on that. Do that. Throw a Ketris down. Oh, when did you regain barrier? Okay, we'll go and there we go, dead. Off of Skull Spam. Take that over. And it dies off anything. Okay, now let's go use the team with this weapon. Hopefully we won't be up against Divines. Wait, have we not done any PvP leaderboard yet? Wow, I've been in casual PvP all week then. Well, let's go do the secret book. Okay, the Book of Secrets. What team do we replace? Early Mantis. This is just my 4x Giants apparently for no reason. Well, let's go replace this out with I guess suggested team for now. I don't know why I reversed the slots, but oh well. Slash suggested team. And let's go with Orb. And I guess we'll build Justice team for now. Valkyrie, keep it simple. Go from there. I don't plan on this really being strong with it. You would mainly want to use Mang or Mountain Crusher or something else in this particular format of the team, but I still want to test. So we'll do that. Put that there. Put a Queen Mab. I believe we're missing a color or two. That would be expected with how that is, but yeah, we're missing brown and we're missing green. So is there any minus banner that gives us +2 blue that has minus of those? That is minus yellow, not that one. Let's see. Ideally a +2 blue or something. Up there it goes, perfect. That's exactly what we need. +1 for Valkyrie, and we still have the +2 for the other thing. And then minus is a color we do not use. Okay, so right off the bat, we go and get Valkyrie up, like always with a Valkyrie team. Unfortunately, it stopped us right there, so that's annoying. With that Cascade it got, take all that mana. We already got Orb. That's pretty nice to see. I think we spam Orb, so we'll go for that. Get a hit down. Gets that free freeze on first slot too. A lot of damage. Valkyrie away something. What do we actually Justice here? I guess we could do purple or Valkyrie mana. Or even Skulls. I guess we'll do Skulls. He's frozen on everything, so as long as his first slot. Oh, we automatically freeze first slot, so then he gets frozen on his Skulls. That'll work. So 100% of the time he'll be frozen. Oh, and that freeze triggers after the kill too. That's nice. The freeze that we automatically get on first slot. Which we actually get from our perk, which is why it triggers afterwards. We also perpetually have Enchant, assuming he doesn't have the spell. Okay, we'll go and just do a purple. Get another one of those hits down. Go through a free Queen Mab. And that was match. Interesting. Oh, the new mail's just the PvP thing. I was gonna say, what's that new mail for? But, I don't know, it kind of gets your job done. How's it going? Everything's been going pretty well. How many battles does it take to fully level up everything? It takes about 5,050, I believe it was. And 2,025 to reach halfway, which is level 70. But yeah, it takes a lot of battles. Basically what Zeddicus said. It takes about 2,525 of PvP battles, or it takes about 5,050 Explore battles. Which obviously takes a long amount of time. Yeah, I like this weapon. Not the absolute greatest thing out there, but it's definitely not bad compared to most mythic weapons out there. Especially hero-based mythic weapons. Let's try getting a free Queen Mab. Never mind, we don't have any alignment, so that's not going to work. Actually, we could do it on red. So we do actually have alignment. We could do that into that. into Justice on the Skulls. Oh, I should have done Doom Skulls. I forgot, he can actually trigger on Doom Skulls. And I believe that's enough damage, so let's do that. We got the double freeze there, the extra damage. Yeah, definitely a nice weapon. I don't know if it'd really be worth maxing or not, but there aren't too many other weapons to really max. As far as mythic weapons, all you need is max Dawnbringer first, then max Dragon's Eye. Or other way around, I guess. Max Dragon Eye first, and then do Dawnbringer. Assuming you don't have Dawnbringer yet. Okay, we'll take that yellow. Get a Valkyrie down on green. That'll give us a little bit of everything. Throw the Queen map if we have. We do. Throw that. He'll take Doom Skull. Kind of wanted that Doom Skull, though. Probably should have just threw it, but oh well. We'll do it on, like, yellow now. Get the mana we need. Throw another orb. Actually, we'll take Skull first, then we throw an orb. Utilize the freezes while we have them. And that pretty much wipes everything. We'll just get a nice Valkyrie onto the enemy team if we can here. And that's pretty much match. Do that. Dead. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I would use it as a normal team, though, but... I guess we could put it behind some kind of frontline tank. I just feel like we would need another freeze option other than our hero to make it work. Because naturally, it's only really going to be able to freeze first slot effectively. Everything else would have to be by some other troop. Yeah, we'll also have a skull at us. That'll be full mana again. It gets spammed so much, though, which is nice because of that enchant. I keep forgetting how good things are that gain enchant automatically like that. You pretty much just automatically get free mana every time. You don't even need to do anything on the board. You can just kind of keep waiting it out until you have your next enchant. And just kills it out like that over and over again. As long as you keep whatever's enchanted alive. Don't even need to take its mana or anything like that. That's why I do it against Divines. I don't think this is a cleanse version, though. That's fine. As long as you don't have cleanse. This first slot probably has cleanse, but that's about it. Because he has that weapon. Alright, we'll take a red there. Start getting Valkyrie going. But there's almost nowhere to go use Valkyrie here. Get a nice Valkyrie on nothing? Yeah, pretty much nothing. Let's go do that onto like brown or something. Do that. Get our blues. Get the other blue. Oh, why did I not take green? We don't need it, but still want to get it off the board. Let me take that first to get it off the board. Let me do the same thing with that. Just make sure he doesn't go for it. Same as that. Anything else we need to go get? Okay, we'll go throw that down. Get our hit. Also, I'm finding it surprising how few freezes we are getting, though. We have freeze on the first slot. We have freeze with Queen Mab. We have freeze with the other trait on this thing. Yeah, it still feels like we're not getting that many freezes. But we'll go do this. Hopefully it doesn't miss. Nice. Just kills that out. Do we let him have those? I guess the answer is kind of yes. We'll take another kill first, though. And then we'll just cast this, and then throw a Queen Mab in it, and that should be enough to kill. It doesn't matter if we lose any troops. Doesn't matter in PvP how many we lose. And we got a bunny. Have I ever bothered maxing the bunny? I don't believe I have, so let's go get it. Some of my guild found it. These are just the tier rewards, so let's just claim all. Nothing interesting there. Just a bit of gold and souls. And nope, we've already got it maxed. No need to go do the bunny. Guess we could do it for extra copies, but there's currently no need to ever have extra copies of anything. I didn't bother changing this thing's name yet, but gold farming team. Yeah, that'll be really interesting with that new weapon to see how much gold we can actually farm, as well as how effective it would just be from a damage standpoint. Also, I wonder if it double taps the same enemy if it's only one left. There's some troops that have that wording, like Knight Coronet, where it says hits the first and last enemy, where it will double hit if there's only one left. But there's also other troops that have that exact same wording that do not double hit. It's really weird. Knight Coronet definitely does, but there's instances where it doesn't. Even though it has the exact same words as far as its description. Borealis, there's much to do with Borealis. Even with the buff, it's still pretty underwhelming. The only thing that's going to make Borealis really good is if they make it like Glitterclaw, where it converts into one of its colors. Glitterclaw converts all blue to green. If they made Glitterclaw convert all yellow to blue, it would become just as viable as Glitterclaw. But at the moment, it's not really worth using Borealis for anything. Even if you're using it for all that freeze mechanic. Well, I guess in the case of that orb, it could work. But the other problem with that is your Borealis would be blocking your blue. So by the time you could even start getting freeze, you would already have Borealis to begin with. So you wouldn't really need the orb to freeze since you'd already have Borealis to freeze. Biggest issue with Borealis is normally getting freezes quick enough. And normally the only way you really do that is Queen Mab or something. And then you have to use a freeze option just to make another freeze option work, which normally doesn't make sense. That or you have to waste a whole turn just to go and do his thing. Oops, why am I using this against this? Well, that's a mistake, but let's see if we can actually win. Let's go Bronze Lock Pistol crazy on him. Bronze Lock Pistol is pretty funny. Especially when it works correctly. We're not even using the right hero class right now either for this. For Bronze Lock Pistol spamming. Still getting the job done. Very effectively at that too. Well then. Bronze Lock Pistol. What are you doing? I don't recall it being this good always. I think it's got a bit lucky there with Cascades. But wow. Keep forgetting how well that can actually do against a normal team. Yeah, that next gold farming, or that not gold farming, but that next gold boost ratio weapon is going to be pretty scary as well. We should be able to get a soul one. I don't think Hero currently has one that goes based on souls. Or if it does, it's pretty irrelevant because I don't remember what it was. Probably has like a low boost ratio or something. I don't believe any of them do. There's also no hero weapon that boosts based on maps. And they could combine that with that one trait that also gives you a chance to get maps, which would be cool. What about the food? Pet food isn't really used for anything. The only thing you'd really use pet food for is leveling them, but... well, that is the only thing you use them for. But once you got them all leveled or have an excess of pet food, you no longer need that. Oops, I just did Bronze Lock Pistol without farming gold first. We have Greed for that exact purpose, and I didn't bother doing it, fail. Whoops. Well, now we're kind of behind. Go do whatever we need to go get. So this is like the easiest battle ever, and we're almost going to lose to it. Because we don't have the mana, and he keeps denying my mana. Alright, we'll take some brown over. Grab the more brown. Grab, we're not gonna go bother for more gold. We mainly just needed it initially, but now we don't. We'll grab that off the top and then just Bronze Lock Pistol everything dead. So 2 dead. Easy enough. 3. And there goes the whole team. And that's all we needed. Yep, level 30 on the hero class. Too bad that's not a perk or anything. Can you get multiple maps from a single cascade? No. 1 map is the most you could ever get from a single cascade. So you can never get multiple. And I'm starting to enjoy using Bronze Lock Pistol again. I kind of always enjoyed using it, but now it's even more effective than ever with Greed. Like that. There we go. It's probably quicker than what we could even win with Sunbird team on that battle right there. Oh, Bronze Lock versus Bronze Lock. Who will win? Is that a non-maxed Bronze Lock? What are you doing with a +6 Bronze Lock? Oh no, we're going to lose our turn. I've never seen him get frozen that quickly. It's because he's using the new hero class. Oh no, he has that more level than us. Dun dun dun. Oh no, I don't think I'm going to bother putting any more into my hero class. I'm tempted to just because it saves us time, but it also wastes us gems, so kind of don't need to. Let me kill his Bronze Lock because it's going to be the biggest threat. It's basically a Bronze Lock battle at this point. No point in casting my other thing for gold because he's frozen. You can just get it all for Bronze Lock, getting 10 per time. And by 10, I mean 30 because it has 2 Cedrics. 2 more will do it. He'll almost die from all the scraps as well. And right before he got a single Bronze Lock. Now we got to kill Bonnie Rose, which also has to deal with gold, though she's not as threatening. Still 126 though, that's actually pretty competent damage. We don't have Barrier anymore either, because we're not using Titan. Now we should be fine at this point. He'll just die to anything. And that is anything. Yeah, Bronze Lock Pistol. Really weird weapon, but definitely very effective. I don't know why I'm still using this team, though. Let's go back to the orb, the new orb. Where did I put it? That's not where it is. I had another team of 4x Giant saved, apparently. Let's go with this. Okay, we'll take blue over. Grab the orb. Grab a red. Get a Valkyrie. Go and leave the board as is for now because it looks pretty bad. Let's get our enchant back and go from there. Do this on a blue-green just because green's so populated. And just go right back into damaging. And that's basically the whole wipe. Hit him with Skull and hit him with anything to follow up. Maybe a blue, get that last hit. Get Valkyrie mana, either or. He doesn't stop us, we just take that, and he's dead. Oh no, he's not. He has to merge. Well, I did all that just to not be able to hit him. Well, if we give him a Skull Distract, he'll be able to hit us. And then lose his barrier. He's gonna go do his thing again. Probably should have went for Valkyrie there. Oh, come on, you couldn't go for the thing, but luckily we can Skull in there. And then it goes. And we got a lot of attack off of Justice. He does boost ratio off of freezes too. He gains 4 extra attack and life to all allies per freeze, being an extra 16 for both of them whenever we get it, which is nice. Pretty decent amount of stats. Okay, we'll move the blue over. Oh, so hello Santiago, if I didn't already say hi, welcome. Oh, what am I doing? He's using fire bombs. We don't actually need to play out this battle. But yeah, does anyone else have any other questions? Otherwise, I'm probably going to start wrapping up and go and grab a bite to eat. But we'll be back later tonight, hopefully with a level 40 hero class, maybe a little bit higher. I don't think I'm going to go for 70, but definitely go for 40. They even have the video up later, if not later, definitely sometime tomorrow. And going over to hero class, I'll probably do some other teams with it. Maybe we'll try some kind of Borealis. I just don't really feel like there'd be anything Borealis related that would work with the new hero class. I want to think that there would be, but I just don't realistically feel like any would actually be used. Like, you could build one out of it, it just wouldn't be that strong. Like, obviously you could build it because it freezes and Borealis needs freeze, but it doesn't feel like it would really synergize too well together, even though that's kind of what it's supposed to do, oddly enough. Okay, we'll go and move that over, get our damage. Wait, why am I trying to win again against fire bombs? It's not how you play fire bombs. You just let them destroy themselves. There we go. And dead. But anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck with the Frostmage event. Definitely one I would say to get up some. It's a pretty decent hero class, especially... Stream, stop going down. It's a... Sorry, stream went down right before I put it down. Hey, that's so much. It's like the 3rd time to stream. But anyways, yeah, definitely make sure to go do the class event. Really good hero class. Not better than Titan or anything like that, but it has freeze, which you can use on any Guild War day. It has 50% mana start. It has spell reduction if you need. It has that one explosion, every single yellow later on. Has quite a few links that are useful. Not much of a need to get it to level 100, but level 70 is definitely pretty nice. But I'm only probably going to be doing to 40 for now. Maybe we'll go to 70 eventually, but still good hero class. Not better than Titan, so we'll obviously still be using Titan, but still one of the nice, good alternatives, mainly for Guild War purposes, I feel like. But anyways, I'll be going over teams and more stuff with it later. We'll be back later tonight in 7 hours from now to go do raids, as well as mess around with it a little bit more, since we'll actually have probably level 40 by then. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all later. Goodbye, everyone!